The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege Season 4 Division 1, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Sam and Foxy, as we are here for the beginning of Day 1 of Season 4. In this league right here, Virtual 5 users will be taking on Union Gaming. However, we did have a couple of games before this that we had on planned stream for you guys, but unfortunately we had some technical difficulties on our end. We didn't want to keep the players waiting, so we had to push those matches offline. Those matches were, of course, ESM versus Kira Esports and Vector Sports versus Demas Force. All of those matches were offline, and the results of which have been, of course, updated to the socials at Facebook and Instagram of the Esports Club. ESM took down Kira 7-0 in a surprise performance, while Vector Sports went to overtime, winning 8-6 over Demas Force. Now we are here with the game between Virtual 5 Esports and Union Gaming, while after this, we have the game between Reckoning Esports and Levelzero Esports. So, 4 very exciting games. We do apologize for not bringing the first 2 on live for you guys, but, you know, the technical difficulties have been an issue lately, and hopefully we won't have them anytime soon. We're just waiting on the ready confirmation coming in from V5, and looks like we do have them. JV and Nostalgia have given us the V5 from both teams, the ready from both teams, excuse me. The map on hand today is Cafe Dostoevsky. Not surprising, seeing as the auto map ban system is in place for TEC now, means that one map per team per match per day for the most part. With that being said, Cafe is going to be on play. Virtual 5 taking on Union Gaming, attacking to the defense of Union Gaming. We'll be going into the ban phase, but first and foremost, Foxy, how do you feel on this fine evening?
I feel very under blackjack. To be very honest, I waited for the Division 1. I mean, I wait for Division 1 matches almost every season. And I'm very happy. In fact, I'm the one who is very excited today, knowing that we're getting Division 1 very early. In fact, Thursday, Friday, usually get to see it a little late, Saturday, Sunday, I get it. It's a weekend, we want to chill out, grab some popcorn and watch it, but would really like to put it this way. There's no good time where you, wait a minute, Twitch ban has come up from the side of Virtual 5 Esports Parkour. That's a targeted ban. A nice ban from the side of V5. Definitely a nice one. I'm going to drop an XG in chat myself. As Sparko is definitely not. He's not very happy with that ban. A very targeted ban from V5 indeed. And we'll be seeing Capita, Twitch, Valkyrie getting banned as well. Obviously, definitely both these teams are coming in with a whole lot of an outlook in terms of how they go into this match. A Mira ban, very classic from Union Gaming. It's not exactly expected from them. Union Gaming has shown dependencies on Mira quite a bit when it comes to map like this. Very dynamic map that Cafe happens to be, and very interesting that we're getting to see them go into this map as well. And there you go. I was about to announce it, but the revamp for V5 is right in front of you. The new roster, the brand new roster, very shiny in fact. Nostalgia, JV, Fatals, Mike, and Unknown Gamer. We'll be seeing the side of Union Gaming, Sparko, EX7, J3, Poseidon, and Beat. Nothing new over here, but definitely JV, Fatals, they're having a type of a reunion, if I may, wordplay. We know JV and Fatals happen to be ex-members of Union Gaming before, but now Union Gaming is Quantum G1. I know, people. I know. So, all right. So the way this goes is, Unknown Gamer was in Hawks Gaming, and so was Nostalgia. JV and Fatals were in Union Gaming, but now Union Gaming is the roster that is acquired of Quantum G1. I know exactly what's going on through your head, and that's exactly what's going on through mine as well. These are confusing times. But just to ease off your confusion, make sure you're following the Esports Club on social media, Instagram and Facebook. You'll stay very updated with what's going on in and around the Rainbow Six Siege scene. And you have the maximum information that you can. In fact, we post the stories of the matches that go live, even though offline ones. But just forget, we don't like to keep any Division 1 matches offline. We want to bring you the maximum Tier 1 play right at your screens and have you enjoy every single one of it. That being said, we'll be seeing ourselves head into this match. What a setup coming in from them. The Goyo being employed, and looks like the reinforcement will be lapsed on one of those walls. Not inside the freezer, but inside the bathrooms. Very interesting. Not sure how that is going to turn out for them. That is definitely a strategy that they've thought through, but we'll still be waiting, in terms of how that should fare for them. A very good, a very strong, and a very promising roster that I'm getting to see from P5 right now. I'm definitely going to miss Viper, but hey, man's the highest amount of frags in Division 2 last season. But now they're back in Division 1, got the promotion, and let's see how that is going to turn down as we go ahead into this matchup. J3 going for a very aggressive peek. I believe he's going to find someone any moment now. He's getting tagged. No, that's just his teammate. Just a second. I just had to go for a bit of a yawn time. Anyways, we'll be seeing J3 move his way back to June. He's being very he's trying to find a frag. So he's just gonna fall back. Look at that. Moving around, not even letting Nostalgia try to pin him down. Nostalgia does not know where J3 is playing. That is definitely going to be a spot that he does not want to find himself in. Nostalgia will have to go for the breeze. A man with the thermite. Still waiting on some information from his teammates. J3 has moved right to the skyline. This is a place you don't usually let anybody play, but the way Quantum G1, as I say, Union Gaming is looking right now. They might as well pick away frags that should not be awarded from the side of Virtual 5 Esports. Beat still watching this time. The breach is going out from Nostalgia. He hits it well. The Thatcher playing awfully close. He's got to move in. Unknown Gamer is here with the Nomad plays. He's going to watch if anybody gets too aggressive. Beat, he's got to fall back, but the Wamai is being very confident in terms of what he's liking to do over here. He's got to go for the white peak. In fact, he might as well find a kill. No, that's a nice shot coming in from JV. It is going to pop the head of Beat. Really good one, but here's your dream. Like I said, not a situation you want to find yourselves in. There's Spark to find Fatal as well, but Nostalgia is going to get the refrag on. The man count equalized in each other's favor. Spark has lost a lot of HP in the gunfight that he tried to take. Made it out of there though. Fatals was the one who lost that fight. The Ash, in fact, Poseidon playing very close now that they know that nobody's playing on Skyline. Good adaptation that I'm getting to see from Union Gaming right now. We're seeing another breach come out. Looks like EX7 will have to make his headway into this site. Nostalgia is going to find one more, but EX7 whipping all shots. It's all on a Poseidon. It's all on a Sparko, in fact, but he won't last long as Nostalgia, the frag might. The man getting himself 2 kills at the start of this match. Really well played from the new roster, looking very strong. V5 puts first round on board. That's 1-0 as we'll be going to round 2. Mind you, that was on the attack. That means Union Gaming really need to buckle up right now. Also, another fact for our friends out there, Union Gaming has been the champions for the entirety of the league for 3 seasons straight. That's a hat trick that no other team has able to pull off. My question to you, Blackjack, do you think maybe we might as well see a team? I'm not sure who. I'm not naming anybody. There's so many teams that have potential right now. But will we see a possible dethrone of the crown from that Union Gaming holds right now in this league? Will we see something like that come up?
Well, if you in that regard, Foxy, one thing is the fact that this is only the second round in the first match in the entirety of Season 4 for Division 1. There's a long way to go before we get the answer to those questions or even close to that truth. And whenever we will arrive, of course, towards, say, the final week or maybe even, say, day 4, that's when, it'll start to become a little clearer as to who would be taking the top spot in Season 4. Union Gaming, they would definitely love to continue their streak, or as, of course, we had in the interview with Poseidon a few... in Season 3, that is, their legacy, as he called it. Not sure why you use that word, but regardless, the fact that they leave behind a history of being the unchallenged victors in the TEC League, that is certainly something they would like to continue. I'm pretty sure that is something any team in their position would like to continue. But Division 1 is, of course, the division made up of teams that are currently the top tier in this Indian region. So, of course, Union Gaming coming off as the best in the region itself, that counts for a lot. Let's be real here. That's a lot of bragging rights, and that is a lot of positive feedback that they're getting from the way they're trying to play. Again, it's
Jack, just to add something to what we're having discussion on, Union Gaming happening to be the champions for 3 times straight. The only recorded loss that they've had in the entirety of the league has been twice. Mind you, Season 2 where they went undefeated, 0 losses. Season 1 they had a defeat, and so did they have 1 defeat in Season 3 as well. And who was that against? Demus Force. Mind you, Demus Force has been the only team that has managed to beat Union Gaming so far. And obviously for all our fans out there, you know for a fact that Union Gaming happened to run by the name of Quartum G1. Looks like there's a rush push coming in from the side of the Thermite over here that is bound to get spotted out. No, there you go. The Nomad has pushed him with the sledge as well. But no, coming back to what I was trying to say, EX7 is going to get another frag in. Fatals will come in with the refrag indeed, but here's the one who's going to get caught up in a really bad spot. Let's know this. He's going to go in with a pistol. Wait, what is going on? The Reiner connects. EX7 comes up with that. And somehow that was a gunfight that I was not expecting to go in the favor of the defense. Mike does have he does not have any idea. There's on my right beside him. We know it now. Yes, he does. Fine, gets a headshot. But there's a refrag game in, and tries to look away in that gunfight. Not a great decision making there. We'll still be seeing Nostalgia make his way onto the hallway. But there's the Pillars roam that is coming in from Jittery. Tries to land his shots onto him, but not going to do that. At least not for now. Mike's still up top. He's got to find one of the defenders that was playing above. Nostalgia still holding this strong. He's got to spot the Maestro. No, Maestro's got a nice angle that he's holding on to him. Poseidon will be watching that breach right from the white hallway. In fact, Beat has moved up. Does he find Mike though? Mike might as well exchange a few shots with Beat here. SMG-11 versus the SMG-11. In fact, there you go. It does get hurt out. Now his position's been given away. He goes for the drop. And is that a down? Yes, it is. A good kill. Nostalgia is going to make that into a finisher. Nostalgia is going to get another. Like I said, the frag might. It's all out of Jittery in a 1 versus 2. The man has to frag this out as well if he wants to make this a big treat. What you want. Virtual 5 Esports with an amazing cleanup on 2 rounds consecutively off the back of a start that was not exactly in their favor, but they know exactly what they're doing. Got their rounds in and got the second round in as well. Really sorry, Blackjack. I really ate up your moment, but
it's fine. It's fine. We were caught up in talking about Union Gaming
yes,
and their undefeated streak so far.
Right. No, but coming back to the same fact. In fact, Union Gaming on season 3, at least in my opinion, we did see so many teams come awfully close to defeating them. You know, the matches were going almost like 8-6 to 7-5s and whatnot. So what if it has been the step up from the teams for first 2 seasons? Season 3 almost a defeat that we've seen Union Gaming take apart from Demon's Force. Season 4 might just be the case for them where they crack it. In fact, right now.
It's,
Yes, Blackjack, please. I'm gonna yeah.
The thing I was trying to say here is it's definitely going to be a very tough case to crack, so to speak, if I were to use detective lingo here, which is it's a hard case to crack to how to defeat Union Gaming at their own game. If you really think about it, they've made Rainbow Six their game over the course of the many years that these players have been playing. They've been here for a while, and they're very good at what they do, and they've been doing that very consistently as well. And just now, Virtual 5 Esports, they seem to be having a bit of a good beginning to this match. 2-0 in their favor going into round 3. While we were busy talking about Union Gaming being undefeated, of course, this could end up being a match where maybe Virtual 5 get maybe one up on them, maybe not. We only have quite a few rounds left to see. You know, I'm certainly not discounting the possibility of Virtual 5 getting a victory right now. It's definitely not out of the question. But we've seen Union Gaming be in deficits before, as EX7, okay, running the FMG on the smoke. Now, and even the default skin on the FMG, just to be safe of the skins rule that, of course, is currently in Pro League. Competitive Rainbow Six, that is, as Sparko the Goyo once again all the way down red stairs around in first floor. Looks like Union Gaming are going to be pulling up something a little unorthodox, maybe having the Goyo roam all the way downstairs, maybe a run out or two, and he definitely could have. No, there was the Sledge who was rappelling next to the small bakery window, looking directly at it, so that run out was of course not a possibility. And with the Nomad in play, there's definitely even less of a possibility of a potential run out from any operator of Union Gaming, at least in certain particular windows or doors. Sparko inside of white stairs right now is going to pull back up again. He's roaming down there trying to find a door or window that he can run out from. Meanwhile, the piano push is happening, the flashbangs are being thrown in, and there's of course Beat the Wamai once again. As usual, he's going to be here and he's going to try and make this push happen. Oh, deny this push, excuse me. Well, while in the meanwhile, the Zofia Fatals, he's actually used up all of his utility in the meanwhile as well. Shots are being fired towards the piano window right now. I'm not really sure if that's the Jaeger or if that's somebody around bathroom. That could just be Beat flanking around. Or that is actually the smoke. That's EX7 with the FMG once again. Supporting Beat on a bit of a cross angle while Jittery. This is a very tight angle he's holding. Will he find the head of the Zofia? I don't think he's seen him. I don't think either of them can see each other. It's just a little bit off in terms of perspective. But Fatals, he's not going to see the Jaeger running around down there as well. Just walking around, sneaking around. Well, there's a breach coming in from the Thermite. That's Nostalgia. Not sure what that was. Probably the piano hard wall right now. Yep, that in fact was the place where the breach happened. As the attackers, they seem to be at a loss for where to go through right now. Sparko has got the C4 now, which should come into play, but Jittery is taking a bit of damage in the meanwhile. He's going to fall back towards the white corridor as the Goyo below. He's going to turn into a very important player. very soon indeed. Less than 35 seconds remain for the side of Virtual 5 as they need to get a couple of kills and ensure that their plant is clear. But there's a C4 from Goyer. He's going to throw it. Was he going to get anyone? No, he won't, because that is, unfortunately, the piano wall area where there is nobody playing. Shots are being fired as the C4 is detonated, but no, it's not going to find anybody. But Jittery is found one, and Beat gets taken out. EX7 with the FMG is going to find JV in the meanwhile as the kills are coming alive for the side of both these teams right now. The FMG lights up the sledge, but it's not going to find him just yet. EX7 and Jittery low on HP as the sledge is going to get caught in the smoke, and that's Mike down off EX7 once again. A double kill for the man as the wall in front of him has been breached, but the thermite has gone through the door, planting right next to him. That's Nostalgia, but Poseidon's taken out on non-gamer. It's all down to the thermite. He'll be seen. And EX7 with the SMG-11 is going to finish off the thermite. And as the dust settles, Union Gaming are going to get around on board for themselves. Bar finally goes to them. And very well done to hold off the push coming in from the side of Piano, as they've taken the first round for themselves. Round 3, that is, goes to them on the defense. Bar goes to them on the defense. They've got their first round on board. The ball is rolling. And maybe Union Gaming are going to equalize and maybe even take the lead.
That is in fact a priority right now for Union Gaming. They've got to make sure they get the runs in while they happen to be on defense on a map like this. Quite interestingly though, we haven't seen a Thatcher ban come out today. V5 wanted to go for a little more of a targeted ban. They came up with a Twitch ban, while I believe Union Gaming, what they believed was, maybe if they go for a Capita ban, the opponents will go for a Thatcher ban. Definitely not a front foot that you want to start off on. Obviously, because you happen to be the ones on defense, so you want to cripple the attackers of the advantage that they can right away. Don't take any chances. That being said, we'll be seeing ourselves head into round 4 in fact. Sorry, I'm getting a little too ahead of myself. Don't blame me. It's exciting, right? It's Division 1. What else do you expect from me? It's very, very exciting. We're going ahead with, we've got Beat reinforcing the side of Reading Room. And that is in fact going to be the side. My apologies, I did not quite catch that. Once again, we're seeing a Spark bring out the Mozzie. It looks like the information trade-off something that Union Gaming needs. They've been lacking a little bit. They've got the Maestro playing in the last round. There you go, he's gonna get it wrong. No, he's gonna miss that. He's gonna get it anyway. I thought the railing is what stopped the Pest from going on to him. Anyways, that being said, we'll be seeing Jittery once again on the Jaeger. I mean, at this one, I'll be surprised if Jittery plays anything but the Jaeger. EX7 going for a little bit of aggression here. He's trying to find an early pick that his team so direly needs, but there's nobody who's spawned over there. Everybody's on the side of V5. And as confusing as it can get as a caster right now, the fact that Fatals and JV are playing the side of V5 and not Union Gaming. And it's just a little bit of a conversation I was having with the players, in fact, in the chat. Let's see going ahead how things will turn out. Spargo prepping himself nice line of sight. In fact, that is also going to allow the audio cues to come out from top. You can hear the footsteps a whole lot clearer. Well, at least that is what I'm told. we know the tales of Rainbow Six Siege and the sound mechanics. We'll be seeing Fate make his way onto Jewelry. He'll be going in very soon on the side of cigar shops as well. Oh yes, waiting for some drone work. The Ash, not exactly an influential play that he's able to pull out yet. Flashes will be going out. He's going to take the ADS out. There's actually a double ADS being placed. It's not going to allow the Goyo shield to get dispatched. That means the Jaeger will be allowed safe passage back to White Stairs. We're watching this angle. Meanwhile, EX7 is going to pick up a kill. I'm not sure if that was a peek where that came in from. He's going to spot the Nomad, goes for the aggression, finds that kill as well. What a shot on unknown gamer. He did not see that coming. Definitely not. And the C4, I believe, from Sparkle has already been detonated from down below. Look at that hole being created in the wall on the piano room. Mike is left alone once again on this top floor side. But JV, awfully close to pushing side, along with Nostalgia. A very good 2+3 attack that I'm getting to see here from the side of V5, but that's not a conversion he'll be able to make. There's Jittery stepping in for his team. He's going to get himself a frag. JV's here to put a dent in the defense of what Union Gaming has been doing so far, while Jittery is going to find in one more. That was a very open area that we did see the Thatcher play, and now Nostalgia. Nasi has found himself in a 1 versus 4. Will he be able to make it out of here or not? He's going to spot Sparko, get that frag as well. Good shot onto him. Can he find 3 more? That's a real question. Poseidon playing awfully close to the door. He knows the vector in hand. Very destructive when it comes to close range fights. There's 2 people are actually working the same angle, and now Nostalgia wants to go for a little bit of frag chase. He's going to fall back in the trains. He's gonna spot the Jaeger playing above. Is that Jittery? Oh, the head does get spotted out. He might as well get a tap on him. Oh, he tries to go for the tap, but it's not connect. A nice observation from Nasty over here. He gets that anyway. Look at that shot from him to the Jaeger. He gets a triple. What is going on? It's all down to Pete all of a sudden. In a 1 versus 1 that he's got to clutch out. He's got to go for the plan. Steve knows that, but he's going to hear the drop. Pistol in hand. He's going to get the front. See when? What?
No way!
Clutch! What a clutch from Nostalgia. The fragmite comes alive, and that is something you don't get to see every day, people. Nostalgia for you from the side of Virtual 5 Esports. What a play. That is definitely going in the highlight reel. Oh boy.
What even was that from Nostalgia? Going for the frag chase, not for the plant, afraid of where the mute had positioned himself, just in case he was close enough to set to deny it, decides, all right, pistols out, I'm going for a run, finds the mute and cleans him up after, of course, taking down so many other defenders. The man single-handedly played that entire round for his team and won it with just beautifully done from the man. Round 4 goes to the side of Virtual 5 Esports, and they are 3-1 up right now against Union Gaming, who are not exactly looking at their best. There were a few peaks in there that didn't need to be made. The Goyo on reading room door didn't need to go for the peak. The Jaeger on the vertical angle didn't need to go for the peak. Union Gaming decided to get a little too greedy right there, and that cost them a lot in that round. And that is, I'm pretty sure, a very, very much like, it's very much out there for anyone who's watching right now, because everybody can tell those peaks were not required from Union Gaming, not in the slightest. And you can bet that Nostalgia would and did take full advantage of those mistakes from the side of UG. Virtual 5, they breathe another round's worth of lead right now from just the Thermite becoming the Fragmite. We've seen a lot of Fragmites this season, for that matter, coming out from a lot of teams, not just in qualifiers, but the Div 2 plays we had earlier this week, and of course this week so far. As this is just this is pretty much what Div 1 is made for. This is pretty much what Division 1 is. You know, it comes all the way down to how the team is playing, and if a particular player is left in a situation, how well can they clutch it out? Nostalgia just pretty much single-handedly proved why he is part of a Division 1 team. This man right here, just so well done to him. And pretty sure that's going to end up becoming Player of the Week. It definitely has my nominations, admins, if you're listening. So, you know, that's going to be in the consideration right there, as we have a Virtual 5 once again on the attack. Very quick and efficient right now, getting in towards Piano. We're not even past the two-minute mark, as the Jackal is actually in play. This time around, Fatal's running the operator. The zoomed-out ACOG scope, as it were. The visual bugs once again from this side of the game. As Jones are happening from the side of his teammates, they're going to make sure that they know exactly where these defenders are sitting. And there goes one that's beat. The mute caught in a very bad position, but Jittery's here to take down Nostalgia. That's a big kill. That is your fragment off the board. And that is the man who just clutched, unfortunately, will not be influencing this round. However, shots are still being fired as the Jackal's got his shotgun out, and he might find the Jaeger. He's going to tag him up quite a bit. He's going to go for the wall bang, but not quite. The Gershel gets popped instead. And Sparko with the C4 from below is going to take down Fatals. Jittery just barely surviving that particular situation he was in. He will, of course, fall back towards White Stairs, making it a 3 versus 4, Virtual 5 in a bit of a bad situation. A minute and 20 left on the clock for the side of V5 right now, as they need to once again equalize the man count and take advantage of the situation that they could make for themselves if they do this right. The slice coming down red stairs. He's got a drone with him, of course, as the Thatcher's caught in pillars once again. JV seems to really like this particular area, as we see him in the pillars room quite a lot. But Sparko, he's actually fighting a couple of operators right now, as he's going to fall back to his train museum, barely avoiding a few shots from the Zofia through the stairs. Meanwhile, of course, JV, he's going to see the Mozzie, but no, Mozzie's just a little too fast right there, dodges his bullets. Marks are coming out from the attacker Intel devices, as Unknown Gamer is going to join his friends, and it is now a 4 versus 3 that is going to take even more effect for the attackers, even more of a detrimental effect for the attackers if they don't get this push done and done right. there is a defender sitting on white stairs, excuse me, as JV is actually going to find EX7. That's another huge kill. EX7 can be very influential in any round for the side of Union Gaming, but Unknown Gamer, does he know that there's someone close to him? No, he doesn't. Poseidon's going to get that kill. Jury's going to get that as well. It is a 1v3, all down to Mike inside his sight. Will he see these operators? He sees the Goyo, he gets one. He's going to go into laundry. Not quite. Holding down on the rotate. He hears the guy next to him, but no, the Jaeger's actually going to get the kill. And that is Jittery, the Jaeger, shutting down Mike before he can do any more damage. And Union Gaming, they managed to put another round on board, this time a little bit more chaotic, but they did get this round. Round 5 goes to them, and round 6, the last one before roll swap, we'll be seeing a 3-2 scoreline in favor of Virtual 5. This match, oh, it is very exciting already.
Oh boy, Union Gaming definitely need to step up whatever they're doing. Round 6 going into it. Definitely, they need to put another round on board. 3-3 is the ideal situation that they'll be walking away with. But mind, 3-3 is rather more of an ideal situation for V5 instead of Union Gaming. You happen to be on defense, you happen to pick up maximum rounds for yourselves on a map like Cafe. Let's see how this match is going to fare. But at this point, I wouldn't really say, that defense is a little more favored, because the way the bans have panned out as well, and the way the teams are happening to hold this out, it's not exactly been textbook stuff. And not that I think about it, I don't think we've seen Union Gaming even go once downstairs onto the side of bakery and kitchen, have we? No, we haven't actually. Yeah.
The bakery. Yeah, we haven't actually seen the bakery kitchen side yet.
Yeah. No, actually, there's no more. No, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going to.
You were about to say there's no more defensive rounds, weren't you?
Technically, there's no more defensive rounds if either of them happens to finish this with it. Yeah. With it. So for all of this who quite did not catch what we were trying to say, is the fact that if this match does not go to overtime, this will be a large defensive round for you in gaming. But if you do go to overtime, and there'll be a differential in terms of how things pan out. Let's see how that will be a difference that we'll see in gaming make. And Sparko once again playing the Goyo. Very good utility of the operator. In fact, very good utility of the C4s that he's bringing out for himself. We did not see a whole lot of destructive presence of a C4s, but it's enough to shake out the attackers. And yeah, going ahead, that is definitely going to be something that they'll have to worry about. That, I mean, obviously V5 Esports. We got Mike running the Nomad this time around. Unknown Gamer will be put on the duty of the Zofia. All right, interesting operator role swap coming in from the side of V5 over there. Sparko does get noticed. Is playing inside laundry. Oh, he's gonna get. How did he? Oh, was that a wall bang from Fatals? Boy, oh boy, that was an amazing shot. What a teamwork that we got to see from them. Clearing out the bottom floor very quickly, taking out Sparko, a very important player for the side Union Gaming as well. That means the man will have sit on the drones for now. And Jittery making his way back to the white stairs, top of white stairs, in fact, making his way back downstairs. He's got the drone out. He's worried about the Ash that's playing downstairs as well. Poseidon getting flashed, his brains out. In fact, I don't know how that flash worked vertically, but it did. Apparently it did. There you go. The Ash shot's coming up. Poseidon taking a lot of shots, and in fact, that is tagging him up quite a bit. As Fatals is trying to find a frag here. He's very hungry for this kill. He's going to try and light him up quite a bit. But Poseidon is the one who's taking substantial damage. In fact, very shaky legs that the Ash has had right now. Jittery, I think any moment now he could creep up on him. No, he's just waiting, baiting him out. Judy knows for a fact that he happens to go with the aggression. There might be a couple of attackers that you might not find yourselves in a spot like that, and having to take a fight when you don't have an advantage, not something you want to do right now. 4-5, not a great, not great. There you go, not a great man count that is looking at. And V5 is just going to advance that even further, getting another frag from the side of Fatals. 5 versus 3 right now. We're seeing Jutfi move back to white. He does hear Fatals coming up. Meanwhile, Beat is going to get himself a frag. Not sure where that came in, but that's Nostalgia taken on the board. No more hard breeze coming in from the side of V5. Another flash comes out. All right, that's quite the flash game. There's Jutfi with an easy kill. A body shot, but that's enough to claim the life for 3 versus 3. Re-established for the side of Union Gaming. Oh, all right. Unknown Gamer is going to find Beat as the Nomad comes in for the rappel at the right time. EX7 is here to beat right to Unknown Gamer as well. But the push in from the side of Heaven has already happened. A smoke wave comes out. That's from EX7, but a nice connect from From Mike is gonna turn in, and Jittery with the 1 versus 2 clutch comes in for his team. Jittery gets JV, gets Mike, and that's the Jaeger plays we've seen him exhibit before as well. Look at that flick. Look at the gunplay on the man. It's no joke that I happen to give a Jittery more than a lot of credit for the kind of Jaeger plays that he brings out. That's also going to secure the equalizer for Union Gaming, mind you, people. That being said, we'll be going to round 7 with the side swap coming. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard as well. Nostalgia, the man on the thermite, fragment, in fact, today. 10-3, going very strong. Putting the runs on board for the side of V5, while we are the highest fragger. No surprises over here. Jittery and EX7, 11 and 8 for themselves, while the rest of the players in the lobby not exactly having a great time in terms of putting the numbers on board. But that tends to change when the role swap happens, and swap will be happening right here, right now. Round 7 will be underway, and the site didn't quite get to catch it. There we go. The site is going to be downstairs, starting off kitchen. All right, first site, first round, kitchen. Going to be the side. Blackjack, it is all yours.
Absolutely. Kitchen is going to be the set of choice from the side of Virtual 5 on their first defense right now. 3-3 going into road swap defense. Definitely a situation that V5, they won't begrudge too much because, again, against a team like Union Gaming, you take any advantage you get. Even if they're having an off day, even if, Virtual 5 start off with a 3-1 lead, it doesn't change the fact that... it doesn't change the fact that Union Gaming, they could definitely turn this around very quickly. And they definitely have the potential to do so. 3 seasons worth of top, staying up top, being the reigning champions of the TEC League. And now, of course, defending champions in a way, technically speaking, of course, coming into Season 4. It's going to be very exciting to see how they continue their journey. And it's going to be very exciting to see where, of course, both these teams take this match from here and how Union Gaming, not just Union Gaming, of course, all of the other teams that we have, Samurai Esports, Kira Esports, Virtual 5, Vector Sports, Demas Force, and Union Gaming, how all of them, Reckoning and Levelzero, and everybody else, how they take their matches forward. Joning's going to be coming out from the side of Union Gaming right now as EX7 on the Ash. The man, of course, is... very influential for his team. So is Jittery, Sparko, and Poseidon and Beat, of course. They're going to be running all of the operators that they know and are coordinated with, have practiced in scrims, in online, wherever they can. While Virtual 5, they're going to be holding down inside a site. Looks like it is pretty much a turtle hold, no roam presence from the side of V5. Everybody's either in sight or just lurking around it, around, say, the VIP lounge or first floor, or coach check, red carpet hallway. All of those particular areas that defenders like to be in. Jittery, of course, is the sledge in this round. He's going to be making those vertical lines of sight that his team can use to get a couple of early kills if they need to. But that swings a little too high, Jittery. You're going to have to get a little bit closer to the ground. There we go. From on top of the train piece. Yeah, that's not exactly where you go to get that, but ooh, that was very close to a defender right there.
You need a little bit of break the Thanos over there. The way he leads onto it. Anyways. Yeah.
That definitely, yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that, Foxy. But now, as he's gonna do so much reconstruction, in fact, I think he just wants to break his sledgehammer while breaking this floor right now. We did have the hatch break happen from the Hibana, as Fatals apparently has already used up his C4. That is the mute right there. Meanwhile, a grenade, ooh, Fatals barely gets away from that. But he's going to live to tell the tale. He's going to rotate towards Big Bakery right now, relieving Wamai of his position, who is going to be free to rotate around the site. The map itself, as another frag comes out from Jittery. It's not going to connect, but Beat's already going for the plant. Hello, what is happening right now? The cold room pushes come in, and the side of Virtual 5 are completely unaware. The plant's off. JV's found one, but there we go. A flurry of kills as Beat, EX7, and Poseidon light of the map. Beat goes down, of course, to Fatals, and now it's down to JV. Fatals has been downed in the meanwhile. He's in a 1v3. The Wamai with the AUG, the last man standing. We've got a Nomad on the second floor and a Jittery, that is the sledge on the second floor, as it looks like the mute might just be revived. No, the kill is confirmed, and the wrong place at the wrong time for the Wamai, as Poseidon will be very happy to collect on both of them. You just see the Wamai coming through the door, looking at his teammate to help, but that, unfortunately, of course, is what gives the side of Union Gaming another round and that is going to put them in the lead for the first time on this map, 4-3 in their favor going into round 8. And looks like Union Gaming are starting to show up on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky.
Union Gaming, I think this is the first time that they've managed to take away the advantage from their opponents. Definitely a good place that Union Gaming has found themselves in right now. Bar and Cocktail Lounge will be the site that they'll be defending on. That is V5, obviously. But quite the finishing kill from Poseidon. Got himself a collateral. Kind of a collateral. He actually tried to go for the revive. And Poseidon playing that to perfection, not giving away his possession, pre-firing away, just waiting in patience, knew exactly what is coming to him. You're in post plan, you want to play with patience, you want to get that round secured for themselves. And that is exactly what Union Gaming did. Going ahead, round 8 will be underway. Unknown Gamer will be playing the smoke while we've got Nostalgia once again on the castle. Looks like Nostalgia just loves to play VI operators. We're seeing JV come up with the Wamai as well. Mike is running the Jaeger, while Fatals will be on the mute. On the side of Union Gaming, they're not implying the Thermite, the Beat will be running the Hibana. We've got Spark on the Sleds, that's more than enough sovereignty. GX7 is running the Ash as well. And quite the change, in fact. Jitri was running the Sleds the last round. This time around, Jitri will be running the Thatcher, in fact. I mean, definitely the SAS operator still in hand, but the gun, alright, he's going to choose the L8. In fact, wait a minute, Mike is taking a lot of shots, not sure from where that happened. I think it was from his own teammate, from the shotgun holes that he was trying to make. Because I don't think Mike even went for... There you go, all the windows are very closed, very good looking. But Mike is not. Yeah, definitely, that's not going to help him when he happens to pick a gunfight going into the round. Let's see how that pans out for him. Unknown Gamer playing awfully close. He's got the hatches to guard, I believe that is why he's here. No shield being employed as well. He's going to fall back after he creates a little bit of diversion, but mind you, this is the smoke you're talking about. You don't want to let your smoke wander off like this in a spot where he can get easily taken off. A drone gets taken out. Actually, there is a castle right behind him. That means the shield play that we usually get to see is the same play that we're getting to see right now as well, except for the shield. Unknown Gamer will have to hold this down to perfection. He's got to be careful that this counter that he's taking safe haven on is also destructible. That means the bullets can shoot through it. It's penetrable. You can open the hatch. I believe that's a bait switch for the side of him to just make the attacker see. He's actually eaten up 4 drones all by his lonesome right here from the same spot. Very good user. Never mind. 7 is going to pop him off the head. We're seeing the push up from the mute happen as well. There's somebody watching him from the hatch. I don't think anybody knows that this push up is happening. Beat has got to be very careful. I think he's heard out Fatal's coming up pretty close. No, Fatal's just going to fall back to paintings and eventually onto sight. Nostalgia holding this angle along with a JV. The Mike taking a little bit of damage from the nades, in fact. And there you go, the Wamai charge is being used to perfection. JV does not know that's a nade. He knows now. He's going to take a little bit of damage himself, but Nostalgia is just going to be doing a little bit of a to and fro. And a very good setup that I'm getting to see from Union Gaming over here. They've managed to channelize defenders in a spot they really cannot do much. And there you go, the peek comes in from JV. That's a nice white peek onto EX7. It's going to take him out. It's Nostalgia's time to shine right now. Any moment now he goes to the peak, he's going to find the Thermite, or the Thatcher rather. Beat playing here in the same angle as well. Jitri will be holding that angle just to make sure he helps him, but there's a kill from Jitri. What a nice frag. Nostalgia's going here to get one. He's going to get a nice double kill for the side of the castle. Very low on HP now. He's got to move back. The shield's here to give him a little bit of insurance and a little bit of breathing time. But the shotty in hand, 15 seconds left. The diffuser is in his hand as well. He's going to go and shoot shotty. He's going to get that frag very easy for him. In fact, it's on a Sparkle in a 1 versus 2. He's not going to find one. Yeah, he's going to find Mike though. That's the Jaeger off the board. Nostalgia's going to make this perfection. And yes, he will. A second remaining on the clock, and Sparkle misses the feed of the castle on the side of the bathrooms, and that's the equalizer right back in for the side of V5 off of the back of Nostalgia once again. We might play that triple kill, secure them the round, guarding the diffuser. Very well done from him and from the side of the Wamai, helping him to do that. But that being said, we're seeing the equalizer come in 4-4. Like I said, round 9 will be underway. Both of these teams are going to and fro. They're going at it. It's anybody's game right now. But the real question is, who's going to be taking the match point first? Blackjack, thoughts on that?
Well, for one, Foxy, the castle hold from inside of the bathroom, rotating around to the dark spot shield that was not taken out because of the my magnets that had saved it, along with the ADSs, of course, was absolutely beautiful. Nostalgia, the man once again doing it absolutely amazing for his team, and Virtual 5 will be happy to have him on board for of course, the amount of time that they are going to have him on board. You know, things are always subject to change, as Virtual 5's current roster will, of course, be an indicator that even the oldest rosters or the most known rosters can change at any given point in time. It's all down to, of course, team comfortability. And right now, round 9 is where we'll be heading on second floor reading room corridor. Reading room, excuse me. And this site, of course, fairly common. We see JV making those foothold lines of sight to hold down from the side of White Stairs, from the side of 90 corridor, or from between his sites for that matter, as he's going to be running the mute with the SMG-11. Nice little black eye skin on that as well. The mute jammers, always important. This one, of course, is going to be pretty important as well, to hold off the hard breach from a particular thermite, if, of course, the side of Union Gaming are to go for that. However, of course, Union Gaming, they're going to be bringing in the Hibana instead to make some lines aside, maybe on the White Stairs double reinforcement wall that the site of Fireplace has. Only time will tell what kind of hard breaches Beat will be making, of course, under the guidance of his teammates. As just a few final touches to the side of Virtual 5's defense in this round are being made. The castle going to go all the way up to the 3rd floor, actually. Looks like he's going to be helping out the Jaeger and his friends to hold this down, as Hibana's actually already going for a breach somewhere. Not really sure where, but has been shot out by the bandit, and that is actually below, okay, a foot level hole on towards one of the walls facing Cocktail Lounge. Fairly smart right there. Of course, that hole is just wide enough to reveal the feet of any defender sitting in that particular region. But the other wall that has been single reinforced right now is, it does have a bandit battery behind it, which means that Beat's going to have a much harder time getting that breach done. He's going to see the barrel of the Jaeger. He's going to see the Jaeger himself sitting on the White Stairs corridor. As Jerry, the man is playing the Thatcher, of course, he can help in this particular situation to get those little lines of sight in, as Claymore's going to come out in the meanwhile, and actually the Thatcher is already in towards Cocktail Lounge. He gets got caught out, but will he see the bandit? He does. Fails, takes a bit of damage though, as the bandit battery has not been taken out, and on Jerry is going to have to rethrow his EMP, and it should, there we go, it does get, it does take out the shock wire. As, oh, there's the Jaeger. He's going to actually deny all of them, and he's given him his position, but there is the bandit for cover. Beautifully done by the German brothers right there. Fatals is going to find Jittery, getting the first kill on board for the side of Virtual 5 right now. Union Gaming, once again, they've expended a lot of utility on this top floor push that hasn't really worked out for them. There's the Hibana inside of 3rd floor bar. Will she find one of these defenders, or will the German brothers take advantage of the situation that they have, as the sledge, in the meanwhile, is on the terrace rappel towards the eastern side windows of the Cocktail Lounge. Meanwhile, the bandit firing away in this general direction. He's going to be found, and that's EX7 with the kill, actually. As he's going to get the diffuser and get a kill on the mic as well with the pistol. All right, EX7 coming live for the side of his team, has given his team a swung the man, excuse me, in favor of the side of Union Gaming right now. It's a 3 versus 4, and Union Gaming look very strong right now, but they've got less than 25 seconds to effect this push, and even if they have 4 men alive, it's not going to mean anything if they don't get in the side and don't get in quickly. JV holding on to this reading room door as EX7's gotten another one. That's a triple kill for him. The mute with the shotgun's been spotted right now. The push is in, but will the Nomad find him? Yes, he will. The shotgun misses, and it's all down to the last defender inside. That's Unknown Gamer. He's gotten one. Will he find one more? No, the Nomad's in, and that is going to be Poseidon to shut down the SAS brothers inside of sight. And Union Gaming will once again put themselves back in the lead right now after winning round 9 on the 2nd floor reading. Going into round 10, of course, we're going to be seeing a 5-4 scoreline, as both of these teams seem to be going on a bit of a back and forth right now, as neither of them can quite definitively say which one is better, which is certainly something that Virtual 5 will already be happier about than, having been... I believe they got completely trumped by Union Gaming in their previous seasons. Of course, as we know, UG, the only time they've been defeated is twice, and those times have been against Demas Force. So V5 already in a better position than they were before, but Jittery, however, has had a bit of a disconnect right there. And looks like we are going to be re-hosting from the side of Union Gaming. Unfortunate, but we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. This match is going to get very exciting. We'll be right back from the re-host. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Virtual 5 Esports and Union Gaming on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky. We are almost back with the lobby, so to speak, as we are just waiting with the Union Gaming to get all of their players back in. And as I say that, V5, I have another player who's left the lobby. It's just down to, of course, all of the Uplay issues that have been plaguing the game lately. You know, Ubisoft, we all know how Ubisoft servers can be. But of course, the score that we'll be resuming from is 5-4 in favor of Union Gaming going into the 10th round. And for sure, Virtual 5 playing, in fact, this well today is certainly a good step up from them from previous seasons. Not to say that they didn't do great in the previous seasons already. Being in Division 1 is an achievement in and of itself. But against Union Gaming, there's definitely a markup performance than they have had before. Again, nothing against the side of V5. I just have to make that clear, you know. Nothing against V5. They are a fantastic team, but the roster change right now that we're seeing from them is definitely something that seems to have helped them just that little bit more. As Poseidon has joined back into the lobby right now, is chilling in he's actually chilling in V5's corner. Of course, he's going to switch around as soon as everything's ready to go. And we're just waiting on the last player from V5 to come in. Meanwhile, Foxy, 5-4 in favor of Union Gaming. A match that has certainly come close, especially with the back and forth that both of these teams have established. How do you think this match is going to go from this point onwards?
The Union Gaming they stand at the advantage right now. They might as well take this. You know, they're one round away from taking this to match point, and it only stands to see. Virtual 5 Esports, they'll have to bring out something, you know, something really out of their sleeve, something that they're keeping up their sleeve, a trick, maybe something that they're saving, a strat, anything. But right now, Virtual 5 Esports coming so close to defeating Union Gaming and not being able to walk away with. It's definitely going to be another ESM episode, if you ask me. Last time Union Gaming went head-to-head with ESM was not having a great day. They were having ping issues, whatnot, and despite all of that, that match also went 7-5. And to be very honest, I think that's how this match is going to go as well. Union Gaming might as well take this 7-5. The way it's looking right now, Union Gaming has got a good read on to V5. And what I'm assuming is that the Rio's timeout that both these teams got, they definitely sat down and reanalyzed whatever is going wrong. Not underestimating Virtual 5 Esports here. They might as well be the ones who will be making the best out of this. A little bit of a tactical timeout that they got for the Rios that Union Gaming demanded, and they might as well step into this match with a little more preparation to how they want to approach this. But it's Union Gaming that happened to be on top despite losing the majority of the first few rounds. But anything can happen, and we've got V5's new roster looking amazingly good. Really, really nice. The revamp, I'm liking it. I'm digging it, in fact, as I'll definitely be expecting more from this team now that it's got such a star-studded roster. In fact, a very good revamp. Going ahead, it only stands to see how amazing of a performance they're able to put up, because they're also being put in the toughest division for that matter. It's a new squad. It's not new players exactly, but a new team that's playing with each other. You happen to be in the grinder here. In fact, Division 1, there's no mercy. You're not allowed to walk away with even one round. You know, you make mistakes, you get punished, and that puts all the while more pressure on V5. Let's see if they'll be able to stand up to that or not. But right now, they're not able to connect to lobby. That's what I know. As I'll be running a quick check on that. Meanwhile, Blackjack, any thoughts on how this match is going to fare? We've got another one coming up as well. Levelzero Esports versus Reckoning up next. You could care to comment on that as well.
Well, for sure, Foxy. Of course, since this is the very first game for all of these teams here in Division 1, these are very important times because, again, the first game is a very important one. You want to get that on board for yourselves, and you want to make sure that you're off to a good start, off on the right foot, and not the left foot. I'm just joking. But off to the right start is a very important thing that all of these teams, all of the Div 1, Div 3, and Div 2 teams, of course, Div 2 has already had their first 2 play days, but the point still stands that the first day is a very important day to set your rhythm and get yourselves in a good way. With that being said, of course, the next game that we have between Reckoning and Levelzero is going to be another very, very exciting one indeed. We don't quite know what the map is going to be. Of course, this match ain't over yet, and the map bans, of course, will happen in due time, so to speak. As apparently from the side of V5, we have a few connection issues. Of course, the admins will be helping with that as best they can in the back end while we wait over here for the match to begin. And once again, for all of our viewers at home, do give us a bit of a follow, as they say. I'm gonna do that whole YouTuber thing. So, but as they say, do give us a follow over at the socials of the Esports Club for updated stories, updated statistics, and of course table standings at the end of the week. And of course, to catch all of our live streams of Rainbow Six Siege League and of course other leagues that you're interested in, give this channel a subscribe and of course the Facebook page as well. That being said, we are still waiting for the side of V5, and as of course things go, we commented on season 3, pre-season 3. Being what I dubbed open season for rosters, because all the rosters were changing, teams were getting picked up, organizations were picking up teams left, right, and center. Just like Quantum G1 got picked up and turned into the current roster of Union Gaming, while of course JV and Fatals, the ex Union Gaming right there. It's a bit of an interesting match for them, particularly. As there are, of course, a couple of members from Hawks Gaming as well in current V5 lobby. But that is, of course, besides the point in this situation.
Now that I think about it, there's only Mike from V5 originally, like the core roster.
Yeah.
Only Mike's
the
here.
Old roster.
Yeah, and everybody else is not from V5, now that you think about it. Unknown Gamer, ex Hawks Gaming, ex Reckoning as well, made his way to V5. We got Nostalgia. He's actually had a slumber. In fact, he's been on and off a little bit, but now he's here. He's here to play for V5. That's really looking good. The man has had an amazing play today. We've got to give him that. It's still not over. The fight is still not over. We might as well see ourselves head into an overtime. I would love to see that. I would love to see where this overtime takes us. Union Gaming and Virtual 5 Esports as well, as we're going into this match any moment now. Just a minute here, guys. We don't like waiting either. It's the matches like these, the excitement is on toes, keeps us on our toes, in fact. But it's the Uplacious, it's that is what gets us all the while more ecstatic, gets so much time off of us. Playing some amazing music for you guys while you wait. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a moment as I'll go personally solve this issue and I'll make sure this is accelerated to make sure that the match goes live for the Rios ASAP. Be right back in just a bit.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the match between Virtual 5 Esports and Union Gaming on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky. We are back from the rehost right there, and the match is going to resume from a 5-4 in favor of Union Gaming, as Virtual 5 Esports, with the roster change in Season 4, have definitely shown up in full force to try and take down Union Gaming, dethrone their winning streak in the first 3 seasons of the TEC League. But will they be able to? That is what remains to be seen right here. Round 10 is going to be in play, and second floor reading is going to be the side of choice from the now defending Virtual 5 Esports. Union Gaming, in the meanwhile, are going to be attacking as they were, since, of course, we are 3 rounds past the role swap. Everything, of course, is slowly falling in place. We might just see overtime from the side of both of these teams right here, as this match, it is certainly an exciting one. Let me tell you that we've already had, it's the division has only just begun for Season 4. We already have Play of the Week. And that was the amazing Thermite Clutch from Nostalgia, the man playing Castle currently. And of course, it's not just the Thermite play that Nostalgia did, it was also the Castle play on the third floor bar defense that they won a few rounds ago, as he has been absolutely amazing for his team, playing any operator that they so need him to. Right now, of course, Virtual 5, they need to equalize right here if they want to keep themselves alive against Union Gaming, because once again, Union Gaming, there's a reason that they have been the reigning champions for 3 seasons straight in the top tier of the TEC League, amongst the top tier, the top most teams for that matter, of the entire region. And today, we're seeing them be tested immediately coming into a new season. And that is what, of course, makes Rainbow Six Siege, what makes competitive Rainbow Six Siege exciting, as old champions can always be put to the test by any new or old team who just come around as stronger. But again, until and unless V5 are able to win this, if they are able to win this, will we see what whether or not they are going to be putting Union Gaming to a full test. Castle barricade towards the mid-white stairs window is going to be broken. Nostalgia notices that, and he was about to push down the white stairs for that matter, but decides not to just at the last second, and very rightly so, because Poseidon, the Nomad, is going to be holding down in this general vicinity, as Union Gaming on the attack. They're going to be droning, they're going to be taking intel, and they're going to be taking out a utility from the side of the defense with their own. There's a little bit of counterplay right there, as EX7 just checking all of the drones that they have for themselves that are gathering intel for the rest of the team. We have the drop in from Hibana towards the red hat. There are a couple of defenders here, and shot fired, but unfortunately not quite connecting onto the Hibana. He's still alive. Beat gets away with his life for the time being to make some rotations and lines of sight, as Mike in the meanwhile is going to notice where that X-Cast pellets are going off. In fact, I'm going to rotate away for that matter. No, he's going to peek it for a bit and then come back. He is, in fact, in towards Cocktail Lounge. That's being fired as, there goes one. That is Nostalgia of the board. That's a pretty big kill right there. And that was, I believe, the Nomad Poseidon who got that kill. Now there's an Ash charge going off around the map to try and deny, more utility for the side of the defenders, but no, there's EX7 to find Fatals. And that is another big one. That is the dock of the board, as now suddenly Virtual 5 are in a bit of a spot. The smoke tried to push up, but no, Sparkle's still gonna get that kill. JV goes down, it's a 2v5, and now it's all down to Mike and Unknown Gamer. The smoke is the one still alive. The mute was the one went down. I do apologize for that. But it still remains to be seen whether or not it's going to be a 2v5 clutch for the side of the defense, or it's going to be the attackers all the way through. Unknown Gamer holding down white stairs, while Mike is going to hold down 90 corridor, as the laundry has drop might just become a thing from the side of Union Gaming's attack right now. If they do, of course, they got to be faced with a shotgun, the Mossberg, one of the more powerful shotguns in Rainbow Six for that matter, as the push towards that is also happening. Smoke canister go off towards the reading door, but there's a drone that has spotted the smoke playing as Mike gets thrown away by an air jab. He's going to be forced to rotate down because that has, of course, given away his position, the flank that he was trying to make. And now the push towards side is coming in. Shots are being fired towards the pillars area, but Sparko's still alive. But there's a kill. That is the mute down, and there goes the Jaeger as well. Union Gaming are going to take a flawless round onto round 10. And what a way to come back from the rehost, as Beat will be the one to secure the kill for himself, his team, and take them to round 11 on match point 6 to 4.
Match point does go to the side of Union Gaming finally. Like I said, we might as well see a 7-5, potential 7-5 come up, but right now it's a 6-4. Maybe another round on board that V5 could put in, and maybe one more. That'll take us to overtime, obviously, but that is just something we'll have to see going ahead into this matchup. We've got a little bit of a shaky V5 after the Rios that we're getting to see from them. Bar and Cocktail Lounge will be going ahead. Let's see how that goes in.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Well, right now, with the way this match is going, let's be real here. Union Gaming, they had a bit of a shaky start, of course. 3-1 in the favor of Virtual 5 Esports going into round 5 was certainly something that put them in the offset, put them off a little bit from the offset. That's what I was trying to say right there. But they do seem to have shown up improper right now. 6-4 in their favor. 1 round away from the victory as Virtual 5 was setting up on the 3rd floor. Bar once again to hold it down and hold it down right. They need to do that for 2 rounds in a row to push for overtime, because that is their only hope of staying alive with the chance at winning in this match. As, of course, overtime, it's only 2 rounds away, of course, if Virtual 5 managed to equalize these next 2 rounds. But whether or not that'll happen is the real question here. Action freeze has begun for the side of Union Gaming. They're going to be droning. They're going to be denying intel. Once again, with flashbangs, breach charges, breaching rounds, all the 9 yards, as they say. As there we go. Flashbangs are already going to come out to try and find those Wamai charges. But there is actually, there is a Wamai in play, all right. That is JV, the man playing that operator. There's the castle barricade on the white stairs corridor, the white corridor, excuse me. Got taken out by the sledge. I thought he was going to sit there for a bit, but Sparko, of course, he knows better than that. That's a very, very bad angle to the challenge, so to speak, for an attacker on the rappel. As the Wamai, he's going to be pre-firing in this general direction for now. Nostalgia holding towards the side of laundry on the 2nd floor. Of course, having dropped down the house as a proximity alarm to help unknown gamer make this peak. There's actually a little bit of a different way to hold down the side of piano, with a rotation going into bathroom, a full rotate for that matter. As shots are being fired, and that is Sparko, the sledge, trying to find those grenades to use to take out the castle barricade. But will that be enough? Doesn't look like it. He's going to change his peak for the time being. He's going to fire and take some shots, and Nostalgia actually finds the X7 in the meanwhile. That is the ass of the board. Not quite sure where that one came out of, but that's a pretty big kill regardless. Actually, Nostalgia's all the way down to the 1st floor, which, interesting when you think about it. Right now, of course, Union Gaming, 4v5, and definitely something they could come back out of. But the proximity alarm's going to give away the position of beat, and he's going to take some shots, but he's actually going to find Unknown Gamer. The smoke playing inside the bathroom has been taken off the board. That is pretty big right there, because the proxy alarm didn't quite work out, and the smoke down, taken off the board without any gas canister thrown. That is huge. Shots being fired from the east window right now as Mike is, of course, facing the music. And this, of course, is going to be a very exciting finisher to the round if it goes down to it, as the attackers, they're a little bit scattered towards the eastern and western ends of the map. And again, they could find these kills for themselves if they push in rightly. Trying to get some free fires in, and Jerry actually did find fails, and meanwhile, shots are being fired all over the map. As bodies are going to be dropping as well. There goes the castle as Sparko's the one to take that kill. Jiria taking down JV. In the meanwhile, it's all down to Mike in a 1 versus 3. Can he make this happen? I'm not quite sure about that. The last remaining member for V5 has got to clutch this out. Deny the plan that is Jittery's going for. But will he be able to? No, he won't. The Jaeger goes down. And Union Gaming are going to be the ones to win the match. They continue their win streak across seasons, as Sparko was the one, of course, to get that kill, and that is going to give Union Gaming the match on Cafe 7-4 off a 3-1 lead that V5 had. A bit of a comeback right there, shall we say, for the side of UG, as, of course, their multi-season win streak continues to dominate, as Cafe Dostoevsky goes to them. That is, I pretty much nailed that point home. But with that being said, there is still one more game to go after this, and that is Reckoning Esports versus Levelzero Esports, and that is going to be a very, very exciting match indeed. So everyone, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. very, very ballsy revive, but Rovnex is here with cover for King Arthur. But there's a bandage to find the kill onto the IQ. And he's going to find another one. Will he find the third? Zofia's inside of logistics right now. And yes, the kill is confirmed. A triple kill for Vinataus. As Marksman is going to find fun in the meanwhile. But I believe that was the fusion drop inside of construction. And Vinataus is going to be holding down for the meanwhile. It's a 3v2. All done to Marksman and play against Leo Tazu and Vinataus. Oh, the shots are fired, and the Nomad will go down to a quad kill by Venetaus, and more shots are being fired. I believe that's Umai fighting the Hibana, so I have an idea at least. And the Bandit should go for the speak any second. Oh, yes, he will, and the kill is confirmed! Venetaus with the ace for Stage Elite. The man really came alive in this round. And
Here because he's exposed on one angle, which is quite surprising. It's quite impressive to see, and whoa, well, that's a really great shot there from Extend taking out Hussein. The pings are being spot on, and the push is coming in from the Nomad, and he'll eventually get the head of Wamai, and he will eventually get a double kill. Going with Psycho C4, he can be able to use it once from surprise, but it doesn't work out. Abid, triple kill. He is on a roll here, but it won't be that much because he is the only operator remaining currently, and he needs to clutch this one out on a one-in-two situation. He still needs to know that there are two players who's currently situated from the bakery. He sees the head, and he'll eventually take a vid and gets a quad kill. Just Noctis remaining here. Angles being opened up. He doesn't know exactly where the location is. Pins being found out from Nomad. He still needs to be careful. He has to go for the frag. Goes to the vault in, sees the head of Echo, and he will get it! Action with the ace, and they will win round 6. Has almost walked over.
will be more than happy to take that kill. Ball still scanning away more than enough himself. First team that's gonna fire from below. Tiki Donut, so much damage is down. And will the kill be confirmed any second? Now the heartbeat scanner comes out. He's gonna see the slow movement, and the kill should be confirmed. Not quite. Spaceman, you're very close to taking the ash out. And if Seeking Donut goes down now, then Darkness Esports will be in a back position. But shots are fired from Jacob. What a headshot from Spaceman. He's going to confirm while the revive is coming off. Will he be spotted on the side? Shots are fired, but no, the UMP will win. That is his position, and the Thermite seems to peak. There we go. The kill is confirmed. It's all down to Kaid. Mischief in less than 50 seconds remaining. Time is off, and Mischief is here on the second floor. The third floor, that is. He doesn't even have a C4. He has to go for the gunfight, and the AOG probably isn't going to win in this situation. He's going to go for the PG. Finds one. Almost gets collateral, but he won't be getting that just yet. Both attackers are pulled back towards the painting set, and oh, what a connect! Onto the head of Lawrence from Mischief. It's all down to Prakul. Mischief himself is very low on HP. The Kaid could be taken out by just sneezing on him. Noise right here as the buck. He knows where this Kaid's playing. The running from the Kaid is given his position, but no! The clutch is confirmed by Mischief. The play is in, and the Kaid lumbering around on top floor will get the counter defuse in. He misses him, and the plant is coming off. I think he will find the kill onto one. It's all down to the smoke, and Zujin will get the plant off. There is the kill from Ovitri onto Gypsy, as it's now 1v2. Make that 1v1. The smoke is here for the clutch. He might just be able to find it. The last attacker towards the side of Red Stairs. That is Jinx. It's between Jinx and Ovitri. The SMG-11 versus the Type 89. Will the shotgun come up from the smoke? He's going for the angle from the Heaven Has Drop. Will he see the Hibana? Will the Hibana see him? He's going to go back towards the defuse to try and bait it out with a counter defuse. Or will he stick it? No, he's baiting it. The Hibana doesn't push, but he's going to be seen! And Ovitri with the triple kill clutch is gonna get the round for the side of Dauntless Esports.
That is not a play you want to be making. I'm not sure that's the right thought process, but no, there he was thinking gonna find Sophia. I'm gonna find the Dragon Sonic exchanging some shots here. I think he's trying to go for the bandit tricks that are stopping him, but there you go. The quick peek comes in once again from Spaceman. That is the frag that the one we needed. So the drop down comes in from, well, like I said, it's essentially 2 versus 1, and now Spaceman comes in with the C4 next. Well done, Dr. goes down. He's sticking the plant. He's not getting off of it by that means the post-match situation, but no, Spaceman's going to back you off quite a bit. He's not going to find the frag. He will indeed. That's again the right doing with the plays. Once again from the side of Spaceman, that is what is going to secure almost walk over. Another round on board.
Has not made a rotate that they needed to. Smokes are going to come out from the gridlock as the push is going to happen towards the Visa Dogo. Will they be able to find him? The Maestro's here. Will he find one? No, he gets taken out. Instead, the Thatcher was at a gunfight. Meanwhile, Kingstar got Keo. That is the diffuser drop, but the plant is still happening. Will he find him? Yes, he will! The denial is in. The Jaeger shooting through the smoke is going to connect onto the planter. And as the gridlock goes down for Rios, but that is of course at the end of the round as CC is going to be taken down. He was trying to come in, but there was a peek from Yellow Stairs. Meanwhile, there is a Sonic. That is the man on Yellow Stairs with the diffuser. The Pulse is very close to him, but so is the Thermite, of course. Will they find the Pulse? I don't think they have. Kill's going to find Kingslayer. Meanwhile, that is the Pulse down. It's all down to Lynch once again. Kenny sees the plant. He sees the hands, and he gets the down just in time! The Maestro with the evil eye doing it again! And oh dear me, veterans on the attack will be kicking themselves this time.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Doc down the board. It's all down to Papmeister right now. He did find a kill earlier, but he's got to find two more. He's sending the man with the diffuser. Papmeister, I don't think he has enough intel on where these attackers are sitting. There's one on the doorway. Could go for the peek right now. He's going to rotate in. He's going to see the Jackal on the table. Down him. He gives away his position, of course, but Zim now has to worry about not having the diffuser. Papmeister confirms the kill for himself. He's sitting by the couches area, and he will... Whoa! What a shot from the Jaeger to clutch things out for Team Selfmade. Or he's going to get refragged down to by the woman from inside the piano, making it a 2 versus 3. He's collected with a double kill for himself. He's gotten all the kills in this round for his team. And Nerubra is going to take down the planter, and the IQ goes down as well. It's a 2 versus 1 suddenly. All down to the repelling Nomad Terminator. Full on HP, but no diffuser, and very little time in hand. Suddenly the 2v4 has become a 2v1 between Nerubra and Skalaki. And this does not look like Save Esports round. Just Scarlet drop is in, and Rupida will find the kill onto Turtonator, giving team first spot as well as a push in the blue is in from the side of Instinct, but no, Supreme's gonna find one more. That's Asterix off the board. He'll be great side by the IQ who was coming in through the hallway, and that is Soulfest starting things off for the side of Instinct as well of Instinct Esports out of. Nope, the Legion goes down from the IQ, the G8A1 pre-firing. Oh, he's gonna find two. Jacoba and Sunny are off the board, and suddenly it's a 3 versus 2. Ven and Paranormal have to do something about this because they're in a spot, and the IQ's already inside his sight. Arsenal of boxes. Ven's gonna find one with the C4. That's Cologne drive down, but the flashbangs are coming in. The G8A1 is it downing the pulse? Yes, it is, and it's all done to Ven. The Mozzie caught in a 1v2, but the diffuser's not the side of the attackers. He's gonna find one. He's gonna down one, that is, but the P10 only has so much ammo. The pistol's out. Will he find it? No, he won't. And Solar Flip.
That's something that we'll have to worry about. But they everybody's going to double down on him. That's definitely a gang up on him. Meanwhile, the Flash is going to keep the Pyromaniac. Ipana comes up with a super, and Ipana, oh boy, this could be something that Ipana can happen because Tom's on him. Spider is only one is left. The man has got to make this clutch happen. He's got a nail play. He's going to bring that out, but that's a good distraction. Already the Jaeger wins back all the way on the side of it. Atlantis for the get. See Banda who clutch for Phoenix. Once again, an amazing throw count from the. But then again, do not forget the fact that there's another penalty coming up. A Pyromaniac is going to shut down the carry rocket. This match going on. Pyromaniac is going to find another fight. That's Adam of the board. Coming back to what I said from the looks of it, the way the match is going on. Optica, meanwhile, got to find Spidey. That's a nice refrag by Pyromaniac will happen if he gets a fight on Optica sweeping up on behind him right now. He doesn't know that they're not going to each other, but he's going to be the first one who finds him, and Pyromaniac gets that frag. I don't think Thermite knows that he's going to go for the white tree, but he's already a dead Thermite that he's leaving here. Probably making his way through the blue split. He's going to find Richie and Newman now. Yes, he will. The quad kill comes in from Pyromaniac on the side of the Peacemakers, and the man has definitely been fragged, man. But the Ragnar on some days is not getting it, but meanwhile in Valor's going to find a nice frag. It's going to get them shut down very early in the round. Cash will be watching the flank, and Valor's going to claim the life of Hobby. That is with the C4. The Pulse comes alive, and Valor does a real Pulse is making his way up. He's not going to spot him, and Pulse and another kill. 3K for the Pulse so far. Every here, somebody creeping up on him. Yeah, he takes a lot of shots, and a headshot from him. Invalid comes up with the headshot on the cast and the quad kill. The last frag is waiting for him, and yes, it will. Invalid, the ace from Zeus Sabres, is going to secure round 11 for them, and that does also give them a huge breather.
And the story's end up, but Ivana goes from Walton and will be taken out. That is Pyromaniac on the board. That's a hard reach down for the side of the attack. Spider taking a bit of damage as well. There's a push into the bathroom. Heck, and more shots are being exchanged, but no, the sledge goes down as well. As does the Nomad! Lord Bane, what are you doing? He's throwing the tables upside down for TPM. And again, he's gonna connect onto the Zofia. And the last kill is confirmed as well. Did he ace right there? Was that Lord Bane's ace? Indeed. Find that yes, he will let the double kill for Rats right now. There's another defender center opposite, just past the 5. That's the side of the fight that he gets the score right now. Will get this play on Rats. He's moving around quite a lot, trying to put the confusion spell, and there we go. He will find the triple kill on the spot. There's just one more left. That's Poseidon directly at the block. He's going to this is Customs. Number 5, yes, going to go down. That's Ghosty, but no, the kill is here from the man himself. Last 4 kills down. For the goal, he gets taken out, but the impact is right. Right? Marco goes down with the Thatcher right outside. That is Poseidon, but he's going to get that flag onto Woods. It's a 1 versus 4 now. The Doc versus the Thatcher. He's going to move the longer. Okay. He's going to move the count to 2 in fact. He's actually outside. He might get this. Oh no, he won't. But he's got to get out the flag. Look at that. 200 IQ. He's coming in from Ghost in fact. That could have worked, but just not enough time to react to the flag. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege Season 4 Division 1, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack, and joining me, of course, is my co-host, Sam Fox, as we are here for the game between Levelzero Esports and Reckoning Esports, the final game of Day 1 of Division 1 in the 4th season of TEC. Levelzero and Reckoning, of course, they've been here in Div 1 for quite a while now, and they're going to be facing off on the new map that has been introduced in, of course, competitive Rainbow Six just a little while ago, and now in TEC this season, Oregon, which has replaced Border. Of course, we've had a couple of Oregon plays over the last few Division 2 days as well, and now we get to see how the top tier of Rainbow Six Siege in India gets to play Oregon. Foxy, how excited are you to see the strats, the plays, and everything in that wide range on New Oregon?
I'm actually very excited, and we happened to find ourselves a very good match yesterday as well on Division 2. It was Mercenaries versus Valiants, tier 100 Valiants on Oregon as well. I got to see some amazing rounds from both those teams, especially when it came to defense, the setups, the way they had the operator role swaps, and the retake strategy being employed from Valiants. Really well done. I would definitely expect nothing less from both these teams as well. Levelzero Esports and Reckoning Esports. Levelzero will be the ones to start off on attack. And the way they happen to be, they're very good gunners. They can gun down the side of Reckoning Esports just as well. We've seen them exhibit that before as well. I love to see that kind of gunpowder. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing to watch somebody with the great aim, great reflexes play. The roster that will be playing from side of Levelzero Esports will be Envy, Veneno, Slayer, Mighty, and Sexy K. While on the side of Reckoning Esports, we have Rats, Ghosty, Aniket, Vortex, and Srisha. Is definitely both these teams have had. In fact, now that I think about it, when we happened to go for the finisher of the last time around in the last season, we also saw a very good differential come up from both these teams, and very interestingly, it was the finishing match. That is Levelzero Esports versus Reckoning Esports on the Division 1 as well. Both these teams have managed to stay on top here. Let's see how Season 4 treats them. Let's not waste any more time and get right into this match. Oregon is underway. Reckoning Esports facing off Levelzero Esports right here, right now on Season 4, Day 1 for Division 1. First ban will come up, and that is going to be Blackbeard from the side of Reckoning Esports. It's been quite the Blackbeard bans that we get to see, because we know for a fact that Veneno happens to be an amazing Blackbeard main. You really don't want to keep Blackbeard as an option that Veneno can play with. And that's why Reckoning Esports will be crippling Levelzero Esports of the attacking advantage that they happen to gain. Montaigne gets banned from the side of Levelzero Esports. No Ninja Freak being played, but looks like they don't like playing against the Monty. That's okay. You just want to secure yourselves an advantage. But Levelzero Esports will be the ones who start off an attack that can only mean one thing. They don't like playing against it, neither do they like playing with it. A defensive ban from Levelzero Esports is going to put them in advantage. Most possibly a Mira ban. There you go. A Mira ban does come up from them. A very standard, a very classic ban, in fact, when it comes to a map like Oregon. It happens to be... Alright, I really cannot compare with any other map. It's in its own dynamic, very special, very sweet. Let's see going ahead what bans we'll see from Reckoning Esports, and that is going to be the Valkyrie ban. Alright. Crippling Levelzero Esports of so much more intel, and both the Navy SEALs operators will be banned and out for this game, and we'll be going into the action prep phase obviously. But before that, let's take a quick look at both these rosters once again while they are on your screens. Envy, Veneno, Slayer, Mighty, and Sexy K on the side of Levelzero Esports, while we have Rats, Ghosty, Aniket, Vortex, and Srisha on the side of Reckoning Esports. Both these teams very talented, very good skill set both of them have. It'll be very interesting to see how this pans out going ahead. And a little bit of a bug there, I believe, for Srisha. I happen to choose a clash, but Jaeger is going to be the pick from him. Laundry room and supply room is going to be the side that we'll be seeing Reckoning Esports first defend on. Very interesting, the basement the defense comes up from them first, and Mighty is going to come up with the sledge pick and not the IQ that he wants. 6 pick being used to perfection, wants that soft reach for himself. And we'll be heading right into this match as I pass away the mic to Blackjack. Blackjack, take it away.
Round one is going to be in play, of course, and the site of choice is going to be the basement laundry and supply room area. And it's going to be loading into the match nice and quickly. Seems like there's a bit of an issue from the side of the game. Just waiting for it to come in nice and quickly, of course, as this match we can't quite. Oh, Levelzero talking about Shrisha's loading times. However, of course, we're all going to be loading in nice and quickly as Aniketa. That's very interesting right there. I'm not sure if he's this is a rehost request? I assume it is a rehost request
Yeah,
from the side of
Shrisha is
Reckoning.
Shrisha is getting pretty high ping, so they are bringing sub right now.
Okay.
Rio Sim will be quickly back in this match in just a bit. Looks like it's a hyping issue. You know, it keeps happening in the lobbies. That's not an issue. We'll be back with the Rios in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. This match will be going underway right on the other side.
5 seconds left.
They spotted Danger Babu playing on the eastern stairs. The Ash is coming for the peak, but no, he's going to make some shots. Danger Babu with the shotgun, he takes it out, but no, he's not going to inflict any damage whatsoever. As Aussie gets another one, that is Skalaki. He's left Danger Babu down. He will get the Jaeger. That is never put it off the board, and the Ash is coming alive with super new response by his enemy. Well, Danger Babu goes down finally, and Aussie finds another one. That's a quad kill for the man, and he is going absolutely crazy inside the side. Zin is down.
Flickshot is here to get one. That is Saqib off the board. No more C4s in play, but here's the gun of Flickshot coming in. The commander claims one right, but Kingslayer gets a double kill. He's going to deny the planter. Yes, he will. That's a quad kill for Flickshot. Does he get the ace is the real question right now. Kingslayer, the highest fragger of the entire division, is up against a clutch that Flickshot has to make happen. The ace, in fact, for the man. The Mozzie has to be very careful about he intends to peek this. Only 5 seconds left. Will Kingslayer pull this off? He's not got enough to plan, and Flickshot gets the ace. Back full freeze. Ultragear, do you mind taking this one for just a second?
Absolutely. Also going to go for a big runner right. He's going to knife one. Will he fight two? Yes, he will. Will he fight three? Yes, he will. What a play from the Bandit to shut down Team Super on the kitchen half.
But that is not enough to throw off Invalid the gut here. Viper meanwhile finds another frag that's on the Street Ninja all the way on the side again. Viper will find one more. Viper has really been going crazy. So what we find? Oh, excuse me, not in the favor of Zoo Sabers. We're still seeing the peak coming from the Jaeger, and he's gonna take the ball. Viper with the triple kill. What play from the Zofia? She gets the fourth. That's a quad. Viper, are you kidding me? What is going on with this man? Doesn't know what Zofia is playing, and he's gonna win. Just Lord Bean will be picking up a fight here. Oh, more than that, he's going to be picking up a kill here. A straight up headshot comes in on the Roxanne. That's already your Hibana off the board. A very important frag, and more than that's the only hard feature of him. A frag from Lord Bane. A shot from the Jaeger is going to claim another life. No skill goes down. Pretty good headshot indeed from the man connecting it to it, but this has already made his way on the side. I think he's above. No, he gets taken away by the Jaeger once again, and that's Lord being with the triple kill. Does he find two more is a big question, but Mello is already going down with the plan. Oh, that is Nexus, not any time soon. Plan has gone down. Lord Bane is here with another frag. That's a quad kill for the man. Does he get the ace? Oh yes, he will get it. And look at this play from the side of Newcomer. They get themselves the ace on the from the SAS operators. The SMG 11 comes into play from no skill. It's all on Newer, who is all the way onto the white pipelines. He cannot notice where the plan is going down because of the he's blocking him, and what a denial coming in from Beaver. He's gonna get the plant with that snow skill off the board. Go for the replant here, and does he get spotted out is the real question. What? Roxanne, how did you not notice Beaver? Roxanne, what are you doing, my man? Another frag comes out from Beaver just by denying the entire plan, and now Beaver has to find where the IQ is playing, but doesn't think you find him or not is a real question. Beaver with the 1-3 clutch. For Esports and Sparkle, the 3 versus 2, not a favor of human gaming. Meanwhile, the plan is going down. The Maestro comes up with a peak, but Mike will be the one to convert that into a frag. It's all on the beat. He tries to get the sledge, and he will do so. That's the planter of the board. But there are still 2 attackers that he's got to find, and both of them will be on full HP, and so will be the one ping comes out. In fact, he's going to find the Maverick sometime now. No, he's going to notice the Nomad in that process. Some pre-fires are coming in, and finally he converts onto Mojo. Beat on the triple kill. He might as well get this quad kill, and more importantly, the clutch that his team so badly needs for the equalizer. He's going to go for this white peak, or maybe he's just going to go a little closer, and he might looks away at the wrong time, and Beat comes up with an amazing clutch. The third kill. Sparko will be playing here, but EX7 will be the first one to pick up a frag. I'm not sure where he got from, but Shulker is going to go down. He's way to this hallway. I don't think he's gotten hurt out. Oh yes, he has. EX7 takes a few shots, but he's going to answer back with the MPX winning the G36C. So Mike goes down to EX7 as well, and that's a triple kill for the man. The Valkyrie though. The flashbangs are coming in, and the proximity mines are there we go. EX7 with a quad kill this round though. Amazing play from the Valkyrie. And that's at least enough to put a dent on the Never Diamonds. But will they be able to convert this into a victory or not is a good question. And he kept playing awfully close to the connect window, but that is something that gets spotted out eventually. Srisha needs to find his playing downstairs. As the Amaru, he gets spotted out. The spray comes in, and he's going to find him. Cobra meanwhile find close to though. It's all on Srisha and Aniket with not enough time left, 18 seconds, and the clock is ticking. No smokes for the side. Aniket and Shulker is going to find one, and that's it. The shutdown comes in from Sam as Never Diamonds, who smokes for the side. Aniket and Shulker is going to find one, and that's it. The shutdown comes in
Fankel, however, he's got a good position on the sub-roof rappel, and Pachunkid on the garage catwalk. He's got a good angle to hold as well. It's a good crossfire being established, but no, Leave is going to find Pachunkid as well, and the Legion will go down to Fankel. He's now in a 1 versus 2. A Claimer from Lockdown will save the life of Levy, take the life of Levy, excuse me. As Kishimago is going to go for the counter defuse right here. He's trying to bait that out, obviously, but he will be caught out as well. As Fankel, the man with the clutch with the chip in from, of course. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Levelzero Esports and Reckoning Esports on the map of New Oregon. As we are just about back from the Rios. Had a little bit of an issue right there, as Reckoning Esports have had to, unfortunately, bring in a sub. That is, Shrisha has gone out, and I believe it is Blank, the man who is in the lobby for them. And unfortunate for Shrisha, but apparently he was getting 6,000 ping just before the Rios happened, and ping spikes like that, of course, are not allowed, so the sub had to be brought in. As now, Levelzero Esports, we had to, of course, talk to Levelzero Esports to allow the sub, seeing as they are in the game as well, and everything is cool. It took a while, but after some, after some talks back and forth, it has all been settled. The match will begin nice and proper. Of course, the first round will begin with the same site and ops that both teams had picked, of course. Laundry room and supply room will be in play. Same site, same ops, as Foxy has confirmed for us. And let's have yet another look at the rosters that we have in play. From the side of Levelzero Esports, we've got Envy, Veneno, Slayer, Mighty, and Sexy K. And from the side of Vortex, we've got... and from the side of Reckoning, we've got Vortex, Rats, Aniket, Ghosty, and Blank. Of course, Oregon being new to the table, it's going to be interesting to see how a Division 1 team decides to play this particular map, as it's a very exciting map, don't get me wrong, and a very good reworked map. It's a little bit on the divisive end as well, seeing as there are still players who feel that the old Oregon was better. I'm not one to judge. I love both versions of the map, so I have pretty much no arguments here, as... right now, as it turns out, basement supply room, laundry and supply room, that is, has had a few changes. One of the biggest changes, of course, is the main hatch over laundry room, which, well, it used to be over laundry room, now is in front of laundry room, just in that little buffer area between main stairs and the proper site itself. Which has changed up the front end push, if you will, for the side of the attackers, because now they can no longer just drop or hold from hatch onto the plant on the washing machine itself. That is no longer possible, and that is of course diverted push towards the side of the big tar stairs, the blue bunker area. That's also fairly new right here in this construction side on the exterior for the side of the attackers. And Sexy K, all right, okay, but. Giving us a bit of a dizzying intro into this attacking phase right here. Understandable, of course. He wants to make sure his mouse sensitivity is all up to scratch, that he's feeling at his absolute best as the Homai is going to be holding down blue bunker with the help of the dock through lines of sight and rotate in and around sight. That's a fairly common strat right here, but of course you see it being held sometimes with a smoke. This time, of course, the smoke is going to be employed elsewhere. Actually, the smoke is going to be employed elsewhere. It's going to be Ghosty and Vortex to hold this area down. The dock with the MP5 on the ACOG, we're going to go for a peek at Mighty's actually been down. In the meanwhile, there's the Ella Aniket on the second floor. He's already got the down. Will he be able to get the kill, though? Not quite. There's an attacker creeping up the stairs towards him. He's got to be careful as he reloads his Scorpion, and he's going to have to go for a peek very soon. Will he see him? Not quite. The flashbangs are in. He's trying to confirm the kill, but he's going to be seen. Not taken out, though. He's taking a bit of damage, Aniket. but still very safe. The Hibana knows that the Ella's up there, but there we go. Aniket finally confirms his kill. Has he seen where the Hibana's playing? Though not quite. The Hibana sees him though, doesn't confirm the kill, whiffs his shots, and now Aniket is very aware of this of Envy playing down here, but Envy's the one who's gonna get that kill. The head pops up and is taken down from the Hibana. The Type 9 wins that gunfight. However, there's another gunfight happening towards Blue Bunker right now. Ghosty trying to fight the attackers pushing in this area with the help of Vortex with his My Magnus, of course, but the Dark is careful of the big tower stairs, the back stairs as they're called, because of course that area has pretty much been forfeited as the Ella went down. Less than a minute and 10 remain for the side of the attackers as Ghosty has actually pulled back for the time being, but there's the SMG-11 from Wrath that has found one on towards the side of Laundry Room. It looks like there was a push from the main stairs that has been denied. 2 attackers down as Levelzero Esports aren't exactly looking good to start things off for the side, for their side. But there goes the Doc and ill-advised peek on towards Pillar, and that is going to give him away, give his life away to the Thatcher. Veneto gets that kill. It's a 3 versus 3, but less than 40 seconds remain. As oh no, that team kill though from Sexy to Envy. Unfortunate, and the Thermite did go down in the meanwhile. As shots are gonna be fired, but not quite confirmed yet. The Thatcher, the last man remaining. He's got to do something about the situation that they found themselves in, but he won't be able to, as Vortex will be the one to take down Veneno. And unfortunate for Envy, the Hibana dropping the hat, surprising Sexy K. The TK comes in, and then the Thermite goes down. Levelzero in a comedy of errors at the end of the round. Unfortunately, we'll be losing that same round. Reckoning Esports get the ball rolling for themselves, the first defensive round, and the first round of the match goes to them.
Very interesting though, we haven't seen a Thatcher ban come up from the side of either of these teams today on a map like Oregon. And going in round 1, Reckoning Esports, a really good round for them. They needed to put that on board, and they did exactly that. Laundry Room, an advantage that they have now taken away. We'll be seeing them go on to round 2 onto Kids Dorms in the main hall. Ghosty has come up with a 6th pick onto the Witchel. Very interesting. So, I've said this before, Ghosty happens to be a little too reliant on his gunfights, and he likes to take them. We did see him play a little bit of a frag-in operator. That was Doc in the last round. This time around, he's going to bring out the Witchel quite interestingly. It's like Reckoning Esports wants to take this little more frag-powered, the approach towards how they intend to play this out. And it's definitely amazing to watch these teams play on a map like Oregon. Mind you, the only reason I talk about Reckoning's frag power is because I don't need to talk about Levelzero's. Levelzero's frag power is unparalleled. It's amazing. Levelzero Esports have got, in fact, one of the best fraggers in and out of the country, and that just adds so much more spice to how the match is going to go down. Taking those gunfights and stuff and whatnot. Let's see going ahead how things will turn out eventually though. So Ghosty playing on the side of beating is very ecstatic, very happy, very excited. And taking this match forward. Obviously, I would be if I would get one round on board already beginning my week 1 for season 4 of the TEC League. And before Rapid game comes in, looks like a standard push from the side of the attacker. We're seeing a double hard breacher run. That's the Hibana along with the Thermite. Good use of hard breacher availability that they have right now. Usually you don't get a whole lot of dynamic, With the Thatcher being banned, you have to bring out the Maverick sometimes. But this time around, that is not going to be the case. Aniket playing the alibi, he's got the Prismas to help and bamboozle his opponents. But looks like the flashes are being thrown in from the big window. Rat taking, in fact, a lot of heat for that. He's got to stay alive here. Veneno, meanwhile, one find Aniket. Oh, nice shot from Rats. Envy is going to get claimed. That's your sledge off the board. You want to go for the nade play, but before the flashes and the nades could come in, time enough. That got popped. No one nades into play. Rats with a beautiful shot with the SMG-11. Meanwhile, Reckoning Esports has also lost the advantage on terms of manpower and the hold that they have. Map control given away to the side Levelzero. We'll be seeing some being done from downstairs from the Ash as well, just to make sure there's any mute charges or bandit charges, but there's none of that. Rat's making sure there's angle being opened up to a possible denial that he's looking for. Vortex will still be playing inside at the side of Attic. Blank holding the shield. He's got a nice angle to work with as well. Veneno has made his way back. Mighty will be droning with the Hibana, in fact, to the side of the main doorway. No, that's the main window, in fact. Sexy game making the push happen, and no C4s left on the side of Reckoning Esports. Mighty, in fact, no C4s being employed at all. And Rats is looking away. He's going to get claimed by Mighty. A nice shot from the Hibana is going to claim the life of the smoke. That means the only denial that the side of Reckoning Esports had is now gone as well. A huge misplay from Smoke. Sexy K is going to find one more. Vortex is here to find Slayer though. Meanwhile, a 2 versus 3. Plant is going down from the Thermite. Vortex has got to make a headway onto side. He's going to do exactly that. That's blank. He's going to get the diffuser. A really good, diffuser denial came in. And there's another kill from Vortex as well. I'll still be seeing a 1 versus 2 that Mighty has to fight against the Hibana versus the Wamai and the Ying. He's going to white peek this. There's the rotation that he's got for himself to watch. More than enough time to go on the drone. He's going to spot the Jaeger on the battle. See a little bit of a server lag comes in to kick in just at the moment. I missed a few frames myself. But no, the Hibana's going to make his way inside the hallway. Doesn't know the Wamai is playing very close, or the Wamai turns away, and that's Vortex finishing up with the kill as well. A triple kill for man this round. Reckoning Esports is going to put round 2 as well on board. Really well played by them. Let's see going ahead how this match is going to turn out.
What a nice round coming out from the side of Reckoning Esports on the defense right here. 2 rounds back-to-back to them on New Oregon. Levelzero are, they're having a slow start from the looks of things. Something similar to what Union Gaming had earlier today in the map at Cafe against Virtual 5, of course, as that match was a 2-0 begin for V5 with their new roster as well. But Union Gaming were the ones to win that. Whether or not Levelzero share a similar success story in this match, that is what remains to be seen right here. As we're going to be headed towards the first floor meeting hall and kitchen site, a site that is, well, it's really, really divisive, shall we say, in the Siege community, primarily because of the way this site is played. It is divided between the huge meeting hall and the side of kitchen with a soft wall in between both of them that can be turned into a rotate. Other than that, of course, there's no doors that lead directly between sites, which is going to eat up just a little bit of a shotgun ammo from the side of Reckoning Esports' defense. But they do have the Oryx. Aniket is playing that operator. And Oryx, of course, was recently buffed, where his whenever he Rima dashes through a wall, he doesn't take 10 HP of damage, he takes 5. But he's not going to be using that. He's going to be using the Bale of Secondary that he shares with the Italians, of course, Alibi and Maestro. And that's what's going to be making those rotations for the time being. Of course, Alibi is also in play with her, with I believe a bailiff of her own, and that's going to be used to make some extra rotates wherever required. As Aniket, not even using the Rima dashes, wants to save as much HP as he can. Understandably so, of course. You don't want to Rima dash into too many walls, because not only does that give Oryx a bit of a daze, it also makes him lose HP, which makes him more susceptible in gunfights. Albeit a 2 armor 2 speed like him is far more hardy than somebody like a 3 speed 1 armor, like say a bandit. Of course, jokes apart, a very good roamer Oryx is, and a very good operator. Not, he still has to show up in some sort of intense fashion in competitive Rainbow Six, but he certainly can. Meanwhile, there's actually a push coming in from the side of Levelzero Esports, very, very close to the side of kitchen right now, but they're going to have Alibi's Prismas and Alibi herself to deal with very shortly, and that's Envy with the Capitao LMG. All right, the M249 is going to be coming out from that man as the hard breach comes out as well. The push on towards kitchen is very real indeed. The hard breach out of the single reinforced wall between kitchen and dining has been broken open by the thermite, and now Envy's the man keeping this pre-fighting away to glory with that glorious LMG of his. Not going to find anyone just yet, but of course his smoke bolts are going to come out any second now. He's expecting somebody to be above, and that's going to be a roam clear request for the side of the attacker. Slayer, of course, meets a reinforced wall going up towards attic. He's going to have to change where he pushes through towards from, and that is the attic window by going outside of the big tower window on the second floor. Meanwhile, Joan from the side of the attackers are going to be swatting with his defenders in, but Mighty's going to find blank. That is one on the board, but there's the refrag in from the bandit. He finds Slayer as the fireballs are coming up. The Alibi is pushed up very close. There's Mighty with a double kill on towards the Oryx. Oryx goes down. Of course, the M249 shooting away, trying to find any other defenders he can, but not quite. More shots being fired as bodies are being exchanged between both of these teams in towards side right now. Venena's found Rats in the meanwhile, and it's all down to Ghosty and Vortex to try and make something happen. Vortex playing very close right now to kitchen. He could be the one to change things around. He's got one, he's got two, but no! There's the Thatcher to shut him down. Venena will get the kill onto Vortex, barely stopping the Alibi from turning things around very comically as well. As Levelzero Esports will be able to take a round on board for themselves. Round 3 goes to them, and a very, very straightforward push on towards kitchen works out. as they get their first attacking round on board.
A good run for Levelzero Esports, finally putting a round on board, 2-1, and like you said, Blackjack, in fact, Levelzero Esports having to find themselves in the round deficit that Union Gaming did in the last match, but they happen to make their way back. Let's see if Levelzero Esports will be able to do that or not going ahead into this matchup. Reckoning Esports still in the lead, but only by 1 point. 1 round is all that separates the difference from these teams, in fact. A laundry room defense will come up from their side. We've got Blank running the Jaeger once again. Ghosty on the dog. Aniket back on the airlock. Well, Rats will be on the smoke and Vortex will be on the Wamai. The implication of the Wamai being used from the side levels, Reckoning Esports is amazing. You get to see a whole lot of differential the way that they're holding the side. The shield obviously happens to be a little bit more of an advantage. You know, they get themselves an extra set of a gathered. But 3 shield being employed for Reckoning Esports, it's essentially they just miss Goyo, I believe. It's just the fact that having to go into this matchup with that kind of preparation. We'll be seeing Ghosty hold on with the shield once again, like we did see him last time around as well. Blank will be going for a Jaeger ADS placement, while Envy is already, oh boy, Aniket playing awfully close, he's gonna fall back. There you go. He's gonna take the drone out, leave one of his elements to greet the attackers and fall back onto site and onto Harry Potter. Last time around, Aniket was playing on the side of top towers. Maybe he found himself in a bad spot. Maybe he was just trying to hold that down all by himself. But Levelzero Esports are coming with a very dedicated stack push right here. It's good. It's promising. Let's see if it'll work out for them or not. A possible freezer push is being established from Slayer. Meanwhile, as we look at it, we're going to go for the drone work as well. The Jackal is going to spot somebody, and that I believe is indeed the Ella. On the Jackal track, while we're seeing some of the nades being dispatched. Slayer with the Zofia making his way up top. On the top floor, he's making his way on side of freezer any moment now. The man with the gun. And more than that, Slayer's some amazing frags that he's happened to drop in Season 3. I remember counting the stats myself, and it was one hell of a festival that Slayer had in the last season, dropping bodies, and so did Veneno for that matter. Let's see if this time around they'll be able to do that. Obviously, the top MVP for the last season was Ghosty from Reckoning Esports, so he's got to stand up to his name as the top MVP. He won't, in fact. He's going to stand up to find a bullet in his head, and Mighty is the one who makes a difference. He's going to find himself a double, in fact. Aniket and Ghosty both of them go down to the Thatcher. In fact, that is a select. My bad. That's two of these SCA's operators always get me confused. So we've seen Rats hold on that angle. A smooth beep comes out. Going to deny the push coming in from the attackers for a bit, but Rats has managed to push down. Meanwhile, Blank holding this all by himself. He's not got a whole lot of bullets left for himself. Wait a minute. What did I just see? Blank finds himself double kill for free in the hallway. I'm not sure what Levelzero Esports were even doing right there without challenging the Jaeger. How did that even happen? Somehow that happened, but now we found ourselves on 2 versus 3 and not in the favor of Reckoning Esports. They happen to be on the deficit of the man count. Sexy K with the diffuser will be pushing up any moment now, but the drop from the huts has already happened. He's gonna find Blank. Blank is taken off the board, and Brad's now on a 1 versus 3, make that a 1 versus 2. He's still got to find 2 more. Shotgun in hand. Shotgun is whipped. Oh no, it's not going to connect to the Hibana. The long range fight comes in, and Inui is going to win that round for Levelzero Esports, and that's the equalizer coming in. 2-2 is the scoreline as we'll be proceeding to round 4. Like I said, equalizer is in. Division 1 team, they don't give up. It's not essentially a mountain climb, or rather a whole lot of marginal difference that you can make for long. Levelzero Esports stepping up at the right moment at the right time. It will be taking us to round 5 with the equalizer coming in. Let's see how the next 2 rounds before the roll swap present us.
2-2 being the equalized score, and of course, as Foxy said right there, Division 1 teams, they don't like to give up, not at all. As round 5 is going to be in play from both of these teams, and Sexy with the 6 pick out of the Thermatic into the Capita, as a basement, laundry, and supply room is going to be the set of choice once again from the defenders. And it's going to be a very interesting showdown indeed, seeing as now Reckoning Esports, they had a bit of a lead but they seem to have just botched it a little bit. They're gonna have to bring themselves back from this situation if they want to be able to get more rounds on board for themselves. Going forward from here, of course, as the drones are going to happen from the side of Levelzero. They want to make sure they get themselves on board with a little bit of a server lag. Apparently, is Ubisoft Rainbow Six Siege servers. I'm pretty sure we all are aware of the meme that prevails regarding to this particular topic. As Ghosty is going to be on the rear stage area. Trying to take down any drones that he sees. Of course, he's playing the dock once again towards pillars, and he's going to just be around for the time being. Just make sure he has as much denial that he possibly can bring out as, of course, a dock player in this situation for his team. Meanwhile, the attackers Levelzero are going to be in a much better morale situation than they were a few rounds ago, of course, when they were 0-2 down, 2-2, equalizing against Reckoning. Very well done, but they've got to take a few more rounds on board for themselves as Oregon is shaping up to be quite the map indeed. Oh, mighty. This is landing barely on the edge of that white beam right there. Of course, that beam, as everybody remembers, in old Oregon was rather thin, difficult to land on, but now it's been widened out, made much easier to get onto by, of course, the rework of the map. But, if you don't actually connect that while going towards the stair side of that beam, that's an instant down from the top of the tower, as I'm fairly certain that the Ash was aware of that right there, mighty. Probably his heart stopped for just a second. But, speculation aside, Hibana's going to be making the line of sight. Not really sure where that one's going out on. But, no, it's the Excalibur Palace towards the hatch and meeting as far as I think in the meanwhile. As shots are going to be traded in between operators, but no one's quite down yet. There is the Ash coming down the stairs, the back stairs right now. He's lit up the dock, not quite. He tried to light up the dock, but wasn't able to. Flashbangs it out. He's going to try and stun him to make this push happen, but will he be able to? Not quite. Ghosty is still not flash, or at least he was, only barely, and the effect, of course, has worn off. The drone's going to spot exactly where he is, and he knows about that, and he's going to be firing, but no, the Ash's head barely dodges, as shots are still exchanged, but no bodies are being dropped quite yet. Ghosty, of course, proving to be a little bit of a nuisance right now. He's going to pull back towards the corridor as the Jaeger's fighting inside of freezer room, as well as Levelzero slowly closing in towards site. And there's the push towards boiler room that's already happened. As the push in towards site, there goes the dock, and a couple of other kills have been secured. And there's Envy with the bearing 9, but he gets traded onto instantly by the Wamai sitting inside of a blue bunker, who's barely living. It's a 2 versus 3 all of a sudden, with the body trade having just finished assault on Blank the Ella and Vortex the Wamai to try and get this round for the side of the team of Reckoning Esports right now. Once again, shots are being traded as the Ella's playing around the shield inside of White, and she's the only one remaining as the Wamai goes down. Vortex is dead. Veneno took that kill. The plant is happening. That is the Thatcher, and it's all down to Blank in a 1v3. The Ash sees him. He gets 3 shots in. The Thatcher's going to go for the sweep. Will he find him? Not quite. The Ella's gun not proving to be the best in this situation, and there we go. The Ash with, was that even a drop shot? I saw him go prone right there as Mighty. He's going to be the one to get that last kill, of course. And yep, that was a little bit of a cheeky drop shot right there from the Ash. But that, of course, puts Levelzero Esports in a situation where they have taken the lead. 3-2 is the scoreline. And round 6 is in play, the last round before role swap.
That was a nice drop shot coming in from Mighty, not gonna lie. He had to aim that to perfection, and despite even having the ADS happen on his gun, still got that kill. Very well played from the side of Levelzero Esports. They made the push happen very swiftly. I don't think that was something Reckoning Esports was prepared for, and that is what put them in the back. That is what put them on the back foot, got themselves a loss on board, and now Reckoning Esports find themselves in a really bad spot. Levelzero Esports have gotten themselves 3 rounds on board consecutively, mind you. 3 rounds on board without losing the momentum. That happens to boost the players' morale quite a bit. So Esports in a good spot right now. They want to make it. They want to walk away with this more than just a 4. But right now, maximum that they can do. Into a halftime will be 4-2. Levelzero Esports' top priority is going to be making this a best case scenario would be a 3-3 for themselves. But let's see if that is something we'll see turn up or not. Going ahead into this match, Vortex once again from Wamai. We'll be seeing rats on the smoke once again. The only change up will be from the side from Ghosty and Aniket. Aniket needs
Again, back to Alibi when it comes to the top floor site. While Ghosty will be playing the pots all the way downstairs. Looks like they want to play a little bit of a TR8 Mercenaries match style, you know, the way that match went down. Good retake potential, good denial from down below. C4 is being used to perfection because we know for a fact that Oregon offers so many soft floorboards that you will use for yourselves, and yeah, just making the best out of it. Let's see going ahead how things are going to be. Vortex is just straying around right now. At least he's not going to find anything as of now. Rats will be very, very careful in terms of how he intends to beat this. Let's see how things will go down. Aniket loses a little bit of HP. I'm not sure where that came in from, but it's definitely something that they've got to worry about. Aniket will be holding this long angle all the way on the side of the main window. The double window, in fact, Rats still holding strong. He's not using even one of his gas canisters. This time around, he happened to die before his gas canister could be put to use. This time around, let's hope that's not the situation that Reckoning Esports want to find themselves in. Meanwhile, the breach has happened, and he gets to go for an aggression here. No, and he's meanwhile going to find blank. That's a Jaeger off the board. And not sure who's getting spotted by the alibi, but it's somebody though. And Aniket, the aggression. Oh boy, when this happened, Thermite is on his drone. He doesn't know this, but he knows the push-up from the Thatcher is going to happen. There you go, a nice kill from him, and Ghosty going to get Veneno as well. As the diffuser is down on the side hallway. Envy on the sled. He's going to go drone inside the main window while still waiting from the side of Zofia and the Ash to make the push happen. Envy very patient. He's trying to find his fellow SAS brother. That is the Smoke who's playing right beside the main window. But the push-up is what paid off for the side Reckoning Esports. And the alibi definitely paying that off. Mighty holding this angle. Could still turn this into his favor. Let's see if he'll be able to do that or not. Comes in with the wall. But waiting for a potential opportunity that he wants to turn into a drop shot. Just kidding. He's just waiting to win this gunfight. And anyway, he can. It doesn't matter how he wins it. All that matters is if he wins it or not. Checking all his corners, making sure he does not leave any corner unturned. But Aniket being very patient as well. He's not going to give away the advantage, but one of the concussion mine comes in, and the Zofia push is happening on the side of Attic. Something he's got to be scared of, and there you go, two bodies drop straight up from the side level. The Esports is all on the Mighty. In fact, the man has recovered the diffuser, but at what cost? The cost of the round. Reckoning Esports will be getting round 6 on board, and that is 3-3 score and established the equalizer in from the defensive team. And a good round out for the side level. The Esports as well. They were the ones on attack. They managed to get 3 rounds on board. Really well played. Let's see what the role swap is going to offer. So we'll be proceeding towards this match along with the halftime. Blackjack, the mic is yours.
3-3 is the scoreline going into round 7, and now Levelzero are going to be defending. The onus is on both of these teams, of course, as they're effectively starting from scratch, albeit, of course, Oregon is currently a map that seems to be shaping up a little, I would, of course, like to say defender-sided, but a match like this, where both teams are going at it with a back-and-forth established, isn't exactly a great match to judge a particularly new map with. With that being said, we're going to see a couple of 6 picks right there, one from Slayer out of the Ella into the Pulse, and one that was the Maverick brought in by Aniket on the side of the attack. Kids Dorms is going to be the side of choice from the side of Levelzero Esports on the defense right now. And as it goes, I'm fairly sure y'all, everybody in chat, everybody watching is aware of what I'm exactly about to say, which is rounds on board is the onus, is the point of contention for both of these teams. You know, looks like there's a little bit of a sight away from sight strategy coming out from the side of Levelzero Esports. They're reinforcing and putting a lot of utility down towards the kitchen meeting split, even though the site is above. Not sure if they're trying to go for a bamboozle or if this is a little bit of a long hold that they want to establish for themselves. As you can see, there's pretty much no rotates outside of the one inside of Attic facing Kids Dorms itself, and there's another castle bracket to close out the meeting big door. And the castle's going to be sitting down here from the looks of things just to maybe sell the idea of what's happening right now. Meanwhile,
what if Levelzero Esports here is trying to pull off an SSG strat on Oregon? You might as well know this as Levelzero strat. Who knows? Because that is exactly what it looks like. They're trying to bait Reckoning Esports into thinking that the side is on the side of meeting and kitchen. They've got the newcomers positioned that way as well. But Reckoning Esports is a lot more wiser. They know exactly where the side is. And look at that, they're on the balcony.
Ooh. Oh, indeed. However, you can see the mute going for a little bit of a peek against the Zofia right now. Of course, that didn't quite work out for him. As well, it did work out in a good way. Of course, he didn't lose any HP whatsoever, while the Maverick is going to be making some lines aside here on the attic wall, which has been bandit charged, of course. The Thatcher, that's Rats, he's still in play, but he is elsewhere, helping the breach towards the side of the bedroom area. The bedroom closet wall, of course, facing game room, as the window behind Veneno has been opened. He's got the open hatch, of course, to retreat down if he so needs it. But again, it'll be up to him whether or not that rotation comes out from the bandit right now. Meanwhile, Rat's still outside of the building. Curiously enough, of course, is gonna be waiting. Not sure quite for what. I think he wants to know if there's a peek required. But there's the Jaeger run out. But Vortex is gonna capitalize on that and get that kill. I did see him out of the corner of my eye going out of the garage, but unfortunately for him, Vortex was quicker in getting that kill. Mighty goes down, of course, and Levelzero have lost a man. Sexy K on the bottom floor is going to be coming up from the main stairs of Laundry right now. As Rats is going to find one, that's Veneno, the bandit of the board, and that's another huge kill. Although Rats, of course, isn't exactly in a great spot himself. Meanwhile, the Maverick has made his way into Attic as this push from Reckoning Esports is slowly gaining hold. Hibana's going to be making rotations while Sexy K's actually found one. That's Vortex on the board. That is your Zofia down as one of Iana's holograms gets shot, and that gives away Slayer's location instantly. And that's the kill confirmed by Aniket. The push is happening towards side. Both the defenders are towards the white stairs. There goes one. The mute is down. It's all down to the castle. Sexy K in a 1v4 as Rats taking a little bit of damage. Not quite sure from where, but a 1v4 regardless. He's been seen. Sexy K, there's a Claymore stopping him from pushing, and there's the kill from the Thatcher. That's Rats with the AR-33 taking the kill for his team. And Reckoning Esports get their first attacking round on board. They did win round 6 going into roll swap, and post roll swap round 7 goes to them as well. Round 8 is going to be in play, and Reckoning Esports are once again back in the lead. 4-3 is the scoreline in their favor, and some brilliant use of the Iana right there, capitalizing on that, Aniket. Well done to Reckoning.
Reckoning indeed, getting another attacking round on board takes them into the advantage. Round 8 will be underway. Let's see how that is going to fare. Mighty comes up with the 6th pick onto the Caveira from the Vigil. Very interesting. A side pick on the Laundry and Supply Room has come in. Ghosty will be breaking from the Ash onto the Abominable. Quite interesting. It's not even a site that has so many windows to work with, but I believe Reckoning Esports is thinking that Esports will be going for the site on top, kids' rooms, kids' dorms. But no, that's not going to be the case right now. And we're going back downstairs. Laundry room is going to be the site, and I believe that the Amal pick from Ghosty is essentially going to go down the drain, because anyway you can use the ability of Amal, you know. Yeah. That being said, we'll be seeing the side of Levelzero Esports bring up a good setup. They've got the Maestro along with the smoke as well. And we will be running the Goyo of all operators. Very interesting, and to be quite the influential operator. We did see the importance of an operator like Goyo in the last match as well. That was the Union Gaming match. Sparko emphasizing too much on the utilization of that operator. Let's see going ahead if things will be changing up or not. But what matters to see if we see interrogation from Mighty come up or not. Something that Reckoning Esports will have to be careful about, as we know how interrogations go. But meanwhile, Ghosty is going to lose his life already. I think he went for a quick Amaru rappel in, I believe. Yeah, look at that. He went in straight up for that and got claimed by, I think that was Slayer, right? I think that, I'm not sure. Yeah, that was Slayer. Look at that. The reinforcement, or rather the rotation made for him. A very early death for Ghosty. Try to go in for the wall 10, or rather the rappel in onto the big tower. But now Slayer will have to be all the while more careful. He's got to find 2 more taggers who are creeping up on him from the big stairs, or rather the big tower, in fact. Got himself a nice cover in the attic. Slayer, here's the drones come out. He's going to be careful. He's peeking that angle. That's the same angle that the attacks will have to go for the peak as well. That means it's a, oh, wait a minute, that pre-fire from Rats is going to connect somehow. A play from the Thatcher. Gets a nice frag in. And that is in fact going to put some momentum for the side. Reckoning Esports bringing that man equalizer in, but Mighty is the one who is actually being very careful, very cautious in the way he wants to play this out. Look at that. He's awfully close to the attackers on Reckoning Esports. At any moment now, Levelzero Esports could convert and could depend on the Caveira for the interrogation coming up. See if they're able to do that or not going ahead with this match. Mighty still holding this down while 60K will be holding down his own on the bunkers, but oh boy, the peak comes in. Does he find the Hibana? Yes, he gets it down. What? How did he even do that? A shot from Mighty. Look at the gunplay from the man, I say. I tell you, Level Esports is not a force you want to meddle with, because that is exactly what happens. They happen to win these gunfights, man. They're so amazing with it. Mighty wants to re-engage here. In fact, no, he's going to be found by the Maverick. Really good kill coming in from Aniket. In fact, he's going to get the down on the Goya as well. He doesn't know that, but that's essentially another kill waiting to happen. It's all on the Maestro. And the smoke. No smoke baits left either. That means the denial is only going to come out from the Evil Eyes. Make that only one of the Evil Eyes left alive. Because that is what Veneno has to work with. 60K pushing up. Just pre-fire in that hallway in the vicinity. And Pop push back on the side. He's got the shield to work with. And the drone's getting taken away, and now the shield is in his position. Maestro gets a frag. That's a very important one. Meanwhile, there'll be somebody down upstairs. I'm not sure who that is, but the frag is coming from Aniket once again. It's all on Veneno. His position's been given away, and so is this kill. Reckoning Esports getting another round on board on round 8 for themselves, and that is the attacking round. Very well done from Reckoning Esports. A good cleanup. Round 7, round 8 both go to them. Let's see if they'll be able to keep this momentum up, or Levelzero Esports will be able to convert this more on the side of defense, because now Reckoning Esports, they stay one round away from match point.
Laundry and supply room is going to be the side of choice once again from the side of Levelzero Esports. They need to buckle up their defense right now, because whatever they've been doing, it is not working whatsoever. Even if the Amaru went down first from the side of Reckoning Esports, they were able to trade off very quickly indeed, and then take the advantage and stay on the advantage until the end of the round. Now we see Ghosty going out of the Ash into the Nook. Definitely an operator that has seen more competitive play than an Amaru for sure, because of course Amaru's buff, where she puts out her gun just a little bit faster, of course, makes a lot less noise. It's a lot less obvious that an Amaru is pushing, especially if there is enough of a distraction elsewhere on the map, enough of a sound distraction coming in from the attackers elsewhere, then an Amaru can actually be played rather stealthily for that matter. Of course, in competitive, that has less of a chance of actually working out than online. But, you know, I digress. There's always a possibility. Right now, Levelzero Esports, they need to play against the way that Reckoning has been playing. And Reckoning, they've just been fantastic. So for the last 3 rounds for them have been absolutely amazing. And it's just fantastic to see them come out with just absolutely flying colors right now. But I have to, of course, save my praise for the team that really wins, you know, because this match, it could go to overtime from here. It is still possible, albeit Levelzero are in a bit of an uphill battle right now. They need to equalize, and then they need to push for the match point themselves. Reckoning Esports right now, they themselves are on 1 round away from match point, as once again, Big Tower is being entered, and Ghosty sees the rotate on Attic. There is no Caveira in play this time from the side of Levelzero Esports. They've got both the Italian operators instead, as there is one of them that's the alibi towards the bedroom side of Attic. Ghosty gonna hold this down right now. FMG in hand, of course, with the Razor Hollow. As the defender goes down, that's Slayer off the board. Vortex with a very quick peek and kill onto the Jaeger, who is now down. He was at the tower door as well. Not really sure what he was going for right there, but the Jaeger goes down, and the Carbine will no longer be in play for the side of the defense. A pretty big loss right there. But again, Levelzero Esports, they've been in worse situations, and they've been able to come back from that before. Are they going to be able to do the same today in this round? That is what really matters right now. As, of course, Aniket in that gunfight, he took a little bit of damage himself. He didn't exactly get away from that unscathed, as the Maestro Evil is going to try and find that drone, but not quite. Envy holding an inverted shield on the corridor door from inside of Laundry. He's got to be careful of his back, though, because if he's pushed onto unaware from the Laundry stairs, that could be a surprise kill that he wasn't expecting, and a push towards site made easier. If, of course, Reckoning Esports want to go for that. Looks like they instead want to go for a breach, maybe? That is the Thatcher and the Zofia heading towards the side of blue bunkers right now, while the Hibana holds down in the backstairs area. Sophia's got the lifeline ready, waiting to take out all the utility, and there we go. The shield is gone. That means, of course, the smoker was sitting behind there, doesn't have as much cover as he used to. He's got to pull back and wait to play with the shotgun, and that is exactly what he's doing, right by the wall instead. Sexy, he might find the Thatcher. Thatcher's gonna go for this peek. He's gonna pre-fire while he goes in. Not quite. He's gonna still go for it, and there we go. Sexy K with the Mossberg. He's gonna get that. Rats goes down. That is the SAS on SAS, and the Doc is there to heal. Nice and quickly from Envy, as the man count has been equalized. Less than 40 seconds remain for the side of these attackers right now. Vortex is concussive, of course, gives away the fact that the smoke is playing very close. He's gonna come in. He's gonna pre-fire. The smoke's gonna see him, but no, the smoke's gonna lose that gunfight. Vortex with the double confirm. Someone's gonna find one more. The Maestro gets tagged up, but he's still alive. The backstairs push is coming in from the side of the attackers right now. Hiban's taking a bit of damage, but there goes one. And they get trading against Envy as Mighty finds Blank. And meanwhile, it's a 2 vs 2. The Maestro goes down, and now it's all down to Mighty. The last alibi sitting on top of the hatch. He's gonna see one. Yes, he is, but the diffuser has to be recovered. It's still dropped on the hallway, and it will be recovered, but no! The alibi sitting on stage inside a meeting room. Mighty with the beautiful clutch and perfect positioning. Playing the MX4 Storm is going to give the defenders one more chance to stay alive in this match. Levelzero Esports are going to take basement laundry off the back of that beautiful play. 5-4 is the scoreline, still in favor of the side of Reckoning. But this match just got a whole lot more exciting.
Bringing the equalizer and taking this match head on. Start Reckoning Esports. Levelzero Esports with an amazing clutch that Mighty needed so badly for his team. See, going ahead, if you're finding a little more spicy moves like those, Mighty definitely played that to perfection. Using the power play position, in fact, he had the diffuser in hand. He knew exactly what he had to do, and he did exactly that. See, going ahead, if we'll find some surprises like that more and all, yeah, definitely. This is the spirit of Siege. I mean, this is exactly why we love to cast these games. The tier 1 plays, best of the best, and more importantly, things like this, you know. This adds a whole lot more spice. Round 10 will be underway, and Reckoning he's still round away from match point, mind you. But also 1 round away from letting Levelzero Esports take away the advantage that they happen to sit on right now. Envy comes up with the shield that is going to be on the side of Attic. He's going to make sure that he reinforces the wall behind him. In fact, wait a minute, Slayer's AFK, alright. Slayer, we need your answers because all your teammates are going to worry about grenades. There you go, the ADs come alive any moment now. There you go. He's going to do a job what good Jaeger is supposed to do. True Jaeger. Actually, not that the True Jaeger mains do not reinforce, they do not place ADSs down. They only frag. Let's see if Slayer is going to be doing that. A quick look at the scoreboard as well. Mighty with 10 frags, Envy on 7, and Veneno on 7 as well. While Vortex on the side Reckoning Esports has got the maximum frags, followed by Blank and Aniket. Ghosty not having a great day. 2 to 7 is what he's going down to. Mind you, Ghosty happens to be the MVP for the side of Season 3. So yeah, I was expecting a whole lot more for him, but today's just not been his day. Vortex making his way from downstairs. He's going to be watching the hatch. While Ghosty will be playing the Yana, he's actually made his way along the Maverick up top in the big tower. Rats making sure that ensures fall back to the Claymore to make sure a possible drop down from the hatch will get caught out, and the rifle goes to claim. Veneno running the ACOG, a good side to play on when you happen to be facing off against a Maverick. Rats comes up with a quick refrag on the Blank, who happened to get claimed by Mighty. I'm not sure where that went in. Looks like that was an engagement that they happened to take on the side of bedroom. Drop down has happened, and there's Vortex to claim that into a kill. Really well done from the side of the Sophia. Rats with the diffuser will be pushing up very close, and they've lost their hard breacher. That means it's going to come down to frags, but actually they're able to make that out into play or not. Veneno getting tagged up a little bit from the grenade, but that's not going to claim a whole lot. Aniket has got to be very careful in terms of how he intends to peek this. Comes up with a prone peek. He knows the extended peek is not going to pay him off, not a whole lot, but no, he's going to get the ADS first. He's still got one of the nades left for himself. Does not even go for the cook because he knows he gets the kill. Just Veneno taken off the board. We'll be playing inside Kid's bedroom while we have the hallway control being all the way left over to the side of Slayer. Esports like they want to go to match point so nicely, so badly. Might as well be able to do that. Let's see if Going Guide will be able to find them in that space or not. No, a huge misplay, and Kid's going to get one. Actually, it's not a misplay at all. Of course, he gets a frag for the finisher as well. And round 10 will be going in favor of Reckoning Esports. But mind you, this is not just any round that went in their favor. This is indeed Reckoning Esports taking match point 6-4.
Match point is in play, ladies and gentlemen, and that, of course, makes this round 11. And if we have round 12, then that round as well. Very, very important, as, of course, I have stressed this quite a bit in Season 3, so I'm not going to do that as much today here. But rounds 11 and 12 are very important for both teams right now, because if, of course, Reckoning Esports happen to go to round 12, the pressure will be on them to win one round. One round is what they need to win. One round is what they need to just close it out and say goodnight, go back, revise their strategies, and move on to the next game. But Levelzero Esports, they need 2 rounds. 2 rounds to equalize and push for overtime to give themselves a chance at winning this game. They have to work for it, and if they are able to, then they will be deserving of the win, as will Reckoning Esports. Both these teams, the way they have played today, are deserving, of the win today, and it only comes down to which team is going to prove themselves worthy of taking that victory at the end. As right now, of course, the onus is once again on Levelzero. They're still fighting, in fact, that uphill battle from a couple of rounds ago. They were down 5-3. They came back a little bit. They had one round where that went for them, but then going on to second floor, Kids did not go up. Did not go in their favor at all. Kids owns that as the site, and right now it looks like they will clean things up and go towards the first floor kitchen and dining room site. Very interesting indeed, coming out from the side of Levelzero, as this site, one that we haven't seen a whole lot of, for that matter. Then again, meeting kitchen split is also a site we haven't seen a whole lot of, primarily because the main exchange of sites happens to happen. Nice. It happens to go down on the second floor and basement sites on New Oregon. Right now, of course, Big Tower is going to be pushed from the side of Reckoning. They want to make sure they get that in their favor. Of course, that provides a direct entryway, a long angle, mind you, a long corridor angle in towards the kitchen site. While Dining Room, of course, has Small Tower, which is another area that can be pushed. And of course, Small Tower was one of the areas of Oregon that had a big change going into the rework. It was given like a little bit of a back room, a supply room, if you will, on the second floor of Small Tower, which has a window for easier access for attackers, but also a potential run-out spot for the defenders. Meanwhile, we've already got Vortex pushing up on the kitchen corridor. This is a very quick take from the side of Reckoning. They've got to make sure that they know exactly what they're doing, that their intel is in place, and of course the Maestro has an idea that there's a push coming in from there, which means the intel will be traded off. The dock is already pulled back towards the side of Dining Hall, as the reposition is in from the side of the defenders, Levelzero Esports. Meanwhile, the side of meeting is being taken as well. Looks like it is an all-out kitchen push to the side of these attackers right now. Blank with the Excaris bullets. He's going to be blowing up the wall that you see right here. The kitchen wall split, as there's a peak potential. You know, there's a bandit trick coming out from the side of the defenders, Levelzero, with a beautiful play right there. That is Mighty, the man doing a lot of work, but no, he's going to get refragged onto for those Excaris pellets. That is Blank. I said refragged, I know, but, you know, the Excaris pellets probably worth the bandit's life right there. I'm joking, as the bandit, of course, is the one to go down, but Ghosty goes down. And meanwhile, that's Slayer, the Jaeger, taking that kill, and that's going to be a lot of information. That's going to be retraded towards the side of the attackers. That was probably from the main stairs that the Ash got taken down. And Slayer, of course, his position given away as the Hibana's trying to make his way into sight, but there's an Evil Eye that's giving away his position. The prone peeks in from the Hibana as the Maverick tries to take it down, but no, the plan is coming in from just behind the box. I don't think the Evil Eye can see it as the Maestro tries to come in, but no, the plan will not be denied. Blank is going to get it off as they get taken down. Veneno, Slayer took down one in the meanwhile, as there's the Sophie with another kill. Slayer's here with a triple, but he will go down as well. It's a 1v2 right now, all down to Envy the Doc, the last man standing, as he's up against the Maverick and a Zofia. Trying to go for a peek right now, but this peek is a little disadvantageous as he's trying to go for the counter defuse. He's baiting it. No, he's baiting it again, but the shots are fired. He's down, and he's taken off the board from his foot level. That is Vortex using the Exkyros line of sight to his advantage, taking the kill and taking the round, which means Reckoning Esports are going to take the match here on New Oregon. 7-4 in their favor. They are your victors to close out the second and last game today on Div 1, Day 1 in Season 4. All right, what an interesting day of play we've had from all of our teams. Of course, the first stream that we were supposed to have towards the afternoon, unfortunately, we had technical difficulties, so both those games were pushed offline. The results, were updated, of course, in the stories of the socials of the TEC, the Esports Club, at Facebook and Instagram. The first match that we had in the offlines that we had today was Samurai Esports taking on Kira Esports. That was a 7-0 in favor of ESM, a very surprising performance from them, while Vector Sports took on Demas Force and won 8-6 on overtime. When it comes to the stream games, of course, we had a game just before that was Union Gaming versus Virtual 5, and that was a victory for the side of Union Gaming, 7-4 for them on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky, while Reckoning Esports took on Levelzero Esports. And Reckoning, well, of course, we just saw what happened. They are the victors on New Oregon, 7-4 as well. With that being said, we are, of course, going to be calling it a night for today, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a fantastic stream day, and we hope to have yet another one tomorrow with more Division 1 plays on Friday, the 10th of July. But we'll be back with that tomorrow, and we hope to see all of you here with us as well. More Siege action coming away on the other side, and we will see you tomorrow. So with that being said, stay tuned, and good night.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power, experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.